Show boys, man, you know, we do what we can, man. Stand up dudes, man, real gentlemen. And we standing on business, though. Welcome to the round table, baby, where the boss is to meet. Get a glimpse in the mirror, gotta know you a king. And this one thing for sure, you a made man now. Gotta wear it like a crown. Do you know what that mean? Wanna join the elite? You better be what you claiming to be. You better have your facts straight when you speak. Know sometimes you gotta agree to disagree. Nigga might have to speak on it. Got a whole thumbnail with the team on it. You can stay up in the chat or you can cam up. We can put it on the screen if you saying something. They going crazy in the chat, they gon' ban us. Tell them how you really feel, nigga, man up. No judgment and handcuffs. Told him throw a tantrum. I be wishing I could stand up. The nigga stand up. One thing for sure, we say what they want. You do what they don't. If it's one thing for sure, we say what they want. You do what they don't. One thing for sure, we say what they.
What's going on?
Yes. Back up in this. You know what's up. One thing for sure. I am AB. I brought two friends along.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Big O.
Yeah, Weiss, man, Antron, all that the same
I
stuff.
am not saying your name, bro. You say your own name.
Yeah, especially Big O.
Ain't doing that. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Episode 30.
30
up in here.
30 of them
man.
things, man. We just did that,
Dirty.
man.
Just
Moving
3.
on up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Man, y'all, I feel it. And time flew by, man.
Yeah, man.
Time flew by.
30.
Yeah, 30 of them things, man. Really like 5 sit-down episodes.
5.
Yeah,
Yep.
5 sit-down episodes, yeah. But nah, but this feel good, man. We rolling now. We moving.
Get more comfortable in this bad boy, though.
Yeah, man. We got to start coming up with some. I've been kind of brainstorming on some other shows. We got to come up for the people.
Yeah.
You know, got to give them more than just once a week. Give them a little bit more content, man. I feel like this one is kind of up and running. We kind of got this going.
I got an idea with the wifey. I already talked to her about it, so we'll try to put something together. Put it on the channel.
Yeah.
Like a reaction, and then people can kind of get to know her.
So she's gonna go on camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I asked her, and she was like, "Okay," but it was a shaky. She was shaky.
Was she nervous?
No. It's like you don't know if she really mean okay.
Right.
So
that mama okay. That mama.
Yeah, she's like, okay. But I think I can get her to do it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be dope though.
Yeah. So are we gonna bring all of ours, or are we just doing one at a time?
All of who's?
Wives and girlfriends.
Oh, that's it. They show.
They
start your show.
Oh no, my show gonna be number drama.
Okay, golly.
Drama all day, cussing people out, podcast. Kids cussing.
That'd be dope, man.
Podcast.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
There we go.
Reality show.
We be cussing each other out every day. Like I've never been in a relationship like I am in now. We cussing it. Now we trying to work it out. That's the bad part about it.
Go for it, man.
I don't know. My gut be like, ooh, be open. Then I be like,
probably because it's so long. I don't want to put a lot of your business out there, but it was so long with so much drama and stuff. You probably you over it. But if y'all willing to come together, I'm like, okay, let's try something.
Know how you trying to work out some shit for 8 years?
It's been 8 years.
As I said, y'all been working on it.
We every day, like I told her the other
they
day.
just been coexisting. They ain't trying to get working.
Man, coexist. They ain't trying to do something together.
I don't know. I don't know if getting on the podcast saying it is a start, but
hey, every time you see y'all, I'm coming one day.
She gonna watch this and how your bag's packed, shit on the front post.
More cussing.
That's why I am happy I live by myself.
Nah, but on the serious side, man, we gotta touch on what happened today, man. The Georgia shooting at the high school, man. 4 people so far. What they know is 4 people died. They say 30 wounded or something like that. Every time you see those kind of news come across your screen, it's just, man.
You always hold your breath. You always think about yours. You think about the mindset of a person who wanted to bring a gun into school.
When you have kids, I think that's one of the paranoid parent, thoughts. Like you just don't, because that happens so much. But me, I can be honest. When I moved out where I'm at now, I felt that was more likely to happen out that way than out here. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it,
because it's kind of stereotypical for a certain
group.
group.
Right.
Like even though the inner city might be bad, and the kids fight almost every day, especially at my son's school. They don't really shoot at the school. They shoot after and while everybody going home. I'm not saying it's any better. I'm just saying that's just basically they don't bring the mess inside the school.
You more so got to worry about your kids getting home. And shit. But nah, that sucks. But I will say, even though it happens so much, man, we get so kind of used to sending our kids off and stuff, and you ain't thinking something like that's gonna happen or could possibly happen. We kind of be like, you kind of get in this bubble like it ain't gonna happen to us. Everybody kind of feel like that with anything, with any kind of
any kind
shootings
of
or tragic things like that. Nobody wakes up
to that degree. Like I mean, like in the inner city where we live at, it's more of kids fighting, or just or kids defending themselves. Like the conversation we had, I think it was 29 when the kid got shot. Well, for bullying, but that was just because that was in school stuff. But this is in Georgia. This is like their first or second day of school.
Right. And the suspect was 14. That's crazy. Even saying suspect was 14. 14 years old. What could have happened? It's just like what happens for something to go off in your brain to make you do something like that?
I'm gonna say this. It's to me. It's like, what's the first thing? Is like, what's happening at home? What's happening with the kid? And is anybody paying attention to the kid? Are you overwhelmed, over emotional? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, are you open to talk to anybody? It's like, are the parents talking to the kid? Because if you're 14 and with us three, like me and Alan had a conversation just talking about our kids. We have a constant conversation with our kids every day, every week. And even though I was clowning them earlier, I think I talk more than my mom used to talk with 8 kids, with one kid. Right. But to be 14 years old, to want to bring us, are you influenced? What are you influenced by? Is the parents not paying attention? Like, these are some of the questions that I have because it's just like, where's the protection?
A lot of the parents are not paying attention, and I don't want to seem like this is being judgmental, because at times we all fall short as parents. And we don't know everything about our kids, even though we want to. But we're involved because we know how quickly things can change just by growing up in the environment we grew up in. So we like trying to figure out what's going on. We can pay attention to see how our kids are acting and moving. So we want to ask questions. But for some people, they just let their kids go and don't even,
And these kids now, they I don't know if Georgia, I believe they can carry, it's an open carry state, but they teaching these kids how to shoot. Now, how you killed 4 people and wounded 30 people? That's like a lot of bullets to get off. So he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of gun it was. It seemed like it had to be because
automatic.
Yeah, but damn, that it just sucks. And then I get you being bullied and stuff like that, but it's just like, you going to kill innocent people that don't got nothing to do with what you got. What even happened to you. And then we don't even know if this kid was being bullied. You never know what happened, what's going on.
Well, you don't have the details. I guess it just happened today.
Right.
To me, it's almost like something you said with the last podcast. Sometimes it's not about being bullied. Sometimes you just get a reputation. Yeah. And I hope it's not that, but it's like, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It just, I guess when you told me, I heard it earlier when you told me. And then even just trying to have this conversation is irritating me to the core. Why? Because there's too many kids getting killed in school. School's supposed to be one of the most safest places where you can go just to be bored. I mean, that's how I felt when I was in school. I never felt like I had to go up under the desk. I had to feel like I had to wear a bulletproof vest at school.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You send your kids to school thinking they in safe hands and everything cool. We don't really think like something could possibly happen. But imagine you hearing something, God forbid, somewhere even close in the vicinity of your kid's school. You're gonna be trying to get there as soon as possible. But that's kind of cold. But I will say, man, if you have any kind of weapons, any kind of guns, lock your stuff up.
Lock it up.
Put it in the safe.
But I mean, they can still find a way to buy it. But shit,
we gotta start somewhere. Some of these people in the South, like my granddad, I'm not gonna lie, like my granddad used to have. But see, we was raised in a different time.
That was my next thing.
I knew damn well not to touch them.
My
my granddad had a rack with his shotguns up there, and then he had a gun. I mean, I knew my granny. I knew where everything was, but I wouldn't dare go touch it. You know what I mean?
So,
but these kids now they're a little different, man.
They are one thing. First is a totally different total demographic than what we have out here. Ours is inner city. Theirs is a more I hate using this word, rural country. There we go. Country mindset. Like, you know what I mean? They do different stuff than they do out here. Out here, they praise guns more out there. They do it for different stuff, hunting. They do different stuff. And so it's like, you know, the respect that you have for your grandfather, knowing not to touch that gun, it might be a total different respect level to where the dad said, hey, if you need it, use it.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So,
it's scary. It's scary just the fact of knowing that somebody can feel a certain way at a single moment or a single day.
Thank you. A
and
moment.
Just come change the lives of so many people.
Right.
In an instance, man. This shit is scary.
I like how you said a moment.
You can't go to the damn grocery store, to the movies,
to
any damn thing. It's like you gotta kind of be ready and be aware, man. That's why shit.
And then like if you think about it, like we get we get profiled as far as black young men and shit like that, but are they gonna pull over and profile? Because is there a profile for school shootings? You don't, you don't want to be this person, but it is.
I'm about to say, I didn't want to.
I don't want to be that person, but unfortunately it is. So it's like, how can it be stopped? What can be done? They can change the gun laws, but people still gonna have guns.
Exactly. I mean, we can see here go get political with it, with the gun laws and with the governor and the councilman and the president and everybody else. But that's not gonna change nothing, because guess what? At the end of the day, it's still gonna be people who let their kids do different stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
rest in peace to the ones that lost their lives.
All day, rest in peace.
Prayers to the families, friends, anybody involved in that situation.
Just imagine being on two totally opposite spectrums. On one, your kid has survived, and you sitting there grateful for it, and then you get to the school, and then it's like,
now that's a thing that when you get there and you reach there, all you thinking of
as a parent,
please let my child be okay.
Yeah, once you hear the news, automatically you trying to get up there in the panic and the rush, whatever, and you thinking the safety of your child.
Rightfully so, you having a selfish moment in that instant, because you just thinking about your child. And if you get, like you said, you get to that school and see your child okay, and then you might look to the side and see that mother or father crying because they child not. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? You have empathy and sympathy and all that, but it's just like, you just glad that it ain't yours. Like, you know what I mean? And that's a cold spot.
That's why I say what if you're on totally different spectrums of the shooting?
Right.
Then it's like, you know what I mean? Then it's already traumatic as the kids sitting in class and hearing it. Like one of the kids, he was like, it was happening right next door. He tried to get in our classroom, but the doors was locked.
Yeah, what was one of the last shootings? I forgot where it was, but it was a young girl. I think she was in the 5th or 6th grade, and she said that she had to play dead and rub the blood on her from another student, so he wouldn't shoot. That's, bro, man.
And then it's gonna live with him forever. Yeah, you know what I mean, that's a traumatic experience. You see some of the people. Remember Columbine? That was the first kind of one of the first ones. I don't know if that was the first, but it felt like the first one that was televised like that.
Trenchcoat Mafia,
right? And you still even seeing the video. I watched that video a few years back, and it's like they was cold, man. And them people would never. They killed a lot of people. Them people would never forget about that, man.
Because that was the first time, and nobody was thinking that you couldn't be safe in school. But then it's like then the funny part about it. With the last one that happened in California up in the valley, they start putting out numbers of school shootings in United States per everywhere else. We're triple digits.
Right.
We're triple digits, and in other countries they haven't even gone over in the double digits at all.
All right.
We're in how do we get triple digits in school shootings?
Mentality out here. Mm-hmm. Mentality and the gun laws.
Social media,
Yeah, you can always go back to social media. Like when you're a parent, you are literally fighting against the world. whether you have a family, like they say, a village. It takes a village to raise a child. You're fighting against the world and what they think is cool, what they relate to the most. Like you're fighting against all of that. So you have to try to be the strongest influence for your child. And this shit is gonna be tough, man.
Right. Well, man, yes. Rest in peace to them people, man. Hopefully, ain't no more none of the victims. You know, they live and everything. You know, they don't really got all the facts and everything. I know they say they arrested the guy. They didn't kill him. So, 14-year-old boy. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
sad all the way around, man. But yeah, rest in peace to those people, man.
Rest in peace.
And we're gonna go another rest in peace, man. Fatman Scoop, man.
Fatman Scoop.
He passed away.
Man.
Last week. I don't know if he passed away on stage, but he collapsed on stage.
He collapsed on stage.
Yeah.
And
I think he passed in the hospital. I'm not 100% sure, but I was I was really trying to stay away from the video because it was circulating online and stuff. And
I could not watch it.
Really trying to stay away from it, but I ended up watching it, and you can hear his last no, not his last breath, but when he got behind the DJ booth, you can hear his voice change from when he was on stage. So I'm like, man, it's just like that. His voice changed, and then he just passed out.
I think that part stunned me more than anything else. He was up there, Fatman Scoop, he said what he said, and the last hooray he gave, and it was just like his heart just, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's the video. Yeah, I watched the video too. That was, damn, that's a cold way, man, to just go. But I mean, and I know his family probably don't care about that because everybody been kind of saying he died doing what he loved and he went out the way that he died on stage performing and moving the crowd. You know what I mean? But if that's your family, you like shit. I don't give a damn about none of that. He gone. You know what I mean? My person is gone. My father, my husband, whatever is gone. Like, you know what I mean? So.
That's more for the audience to hear that or to say that. Yeah. That's more for the audience. He did what he loved. Hopefully, I can go out the same. Like when you actually dealing with it when it's firsthand. Like after you do as much grieving as you can, because ain't no telling when the grieving is gonna stop. Right. Then you start getting into those thoughts and looking back on the good times and stuff like that. But for the most part of it, you don't want to hear nothing.
And then the worst part of the world we live in today is cell phones and videos. Yeah. It's good, but it's kind of bittersweet because you seeing these deaths, and the first thing people do is share it. You know what I mean? But they family can that's all across their timeline and their algorithm, and they got to watch that video. They ain't looking at it like we looking at it. You know what I mean? That's like the worst day of their life, and they watching this video and it's just circulating blogs and people reposting it, and it's the worst day.
I don't see how you can, like, even if you record it, how can you upload it? Right. And then you look at it, and then how can you share it? Right. Like in their mind, they thinking like, "Oh, I'm just sharing the news." Like, nah, man. Yeah. Like, you can't do that, man.
Yeah. Think about it. People have different mindsets. Yeah. Some people's mindset is just totally different than ours. Like we couldn't do it. I honestly, I'm not even at the concert. I'm not recording. I'm not bringing out my phone. Mm-hmm. I mean, I might bring out when he first come out to take a picture, but I'm not recording the whole thing. I'm enjoying myself. That's
this generation. They don't enjoy anything. It's like they'll sit out with I can see one picture or so, like you said, or something like that, or your favorite artist come out, but they'll sit and record the whole show instead of living in the moment and enjoying the show. It's like, bro, you here. You're not creating no memories. And then what you gonna do? Eventually you gonna post it and then erase it.
Yeah, you taking up storage in your phone.
Right.
You got an hour in your phone full of shit. Like,
that's how we know you old. You taking up storage in your phone.
Enjoy the show, man. Watch the show, man. Especially like certain shows, like comedy shows and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Just watch the show, even concerts. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Fatman Scoop, man.
Rest in peace,
bro. I will say this. Along with a lot of other things that I've been seeing in life, like it's been like tragedies and stuff, even in the workplace. And with this, it kind of brought an awareness to me. And I feel like it's time for myself to get healthy. You know what I mean? Get in better shape. Now, I don't know what's his cause of death or anything like that, but I do know he was 53 years old. And we had a coworker that passed away in his 40s at work. And then other people just in their 30s and 40s and 50s dying, man. And it's like life expectancy is getting shorter and shorter. And all we can do is control what we can control. And I just feel like for me, man, that video was kind of scary, man. And but it also was like a wake up call. Like, all right, man, you need to get your shit together too, because he didn't wake up thinking that was gonna happen. I mean, he was on there and having fun and doing what he do. So we kind of we got to break some of these habits, man. So I've been doing what I could do to get healthy, man, and dieting and stuff like that, and trying to get it together, man. I will say, I'm gonna say it on here, I lost about 12 pounds. Since last Monday. I'm doing the intermittent fasting and the no carbs, no sugars, and all that. So
celebrate everything you doing, man. Celebrate every pound you lose.
Celebrate.
Because, honestly, we not taking. If you just want to be real, we're not taking care of ourselves.
Right.
Like, we really let ourselves go, and I get it, life and work and all this shit, but essentially that's all an excuse to be lazy.
No.
Unless you have a real health condition. Sometimes, that really hinders you from doing as much as you can.
I think you could get complacent, man. You could get lazy, complacent, stress and stuff like that could take over, and you just get in this fucking just, you just get stuck, man. You
Everything can play a part into it, like depression.
Right.
I went through a situation with depression and all that, but all that can play a part into it. But when I step back and look at it, like, I got a family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need my kids to want me to, I want my kids to see me here.
So these kids be like, oh, group no, but I would say, I'll piggyback off that. Mine, my health, when I found out I had heart failure in 2020, 2021, I have been trying to lose weight, been trying to be healthier, eat healthier, especially with everything that's going on with me. It's harder because it's like I can't, like, especially with some of the medicine that I take, they fight against each other. Some of the stuff that another one, like the water pills I take, I hate water pills. I swear to God. Water pills, you have to go every day like you a toddler, like it's just 10 times, or you an old man. But with that being said, it's like I put on more weight because I have more fluid in my body, more than anything else. And you would think like the water pills will hurry up and get all of it out, but it doesn't. It still takes the time. You still got to work out. And I think that's one of the best things that did help me so far was just I walk all day at work. And that's one of the major things that they tell you to do is walk. But now it's like, so now it's like when you finish, I think my biggest thing is shit, when I finish walking, I'm tired. I go home, chest hurting, and be like, dang, all right. But it's like, one of the things like factors in is kids. I don't want to let my kids down more than anything else. So that's only, like you said, that's one thing that do push me. You know what I mean? Especially my son who live with me. It's like I love the way he pushed me, and I love the way me pushing him. Even with my daughter, even with my oldest son, I don't know. To me, that was just one of the hardest things, and it's still mind-boggling to me to think about having heart failure when I didn't have no signs of. Well, I had signs of it. I apologize. It was having too much fluid around my heart and in my legs and then around my lungs. It's like I can climb 2 flights of stairs and I'm just tired. Like when I say it's like I ran a 40-yard dash. So that's all bad.
So are you, because you walk in every day, you walk in, you said you doing that. Because that's the thing. I think me and him, we don't really, what we do at work, we don't have a lot of time to walk at work. I mean, you kind of got that time at work, then all you got to do is change your diet. Like,
I have been changed my diet. That's now diet. Like I said, I don't eat a whole lot of red meat. If I do, it's probably once a month. It's probably once a month. It's more chicken, fish, or sometimes I might not eat.
You eating it?
I mean, it may seem like I eat all day.
I ain't saying that all day, but
no, I do eat, but you know what I mean. So like I said, I cook majority of the time because as soon as I get off, I got to cook for my son. Right. Or I'm teaching him to cook for himself. So some days if I don't feel like cooking, hey, put some chicken in the air fryer. Let's make some rice and vegetables.
For the most part, all this food is so processed.
Bullshit.
You just got to pick which one you want.
It's better to cook for yourself.
Yeah, yes. of course. But also, we already know which one is heavier, steak and beef and shit like that. But
you can eat. I think you can eat beef. You just don't want to eat too much of it. I mean,
well, that's gonna take longer to process into your body.
right. It takes longer to
so that's why they say chicken, but they pump so many steroids in the chicken, and then you got fake fish. So it's like you don't
tilapia.
You really don't.
You got to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
But I think what it is all the processed foods. That's that freezer shit. I mean, the freezer shit that you warming up. That microwave food.
Exactly. You know? That's one thing I'm trying. That's the hard part about having kids.
And bread, pasta, rice, too much.
And because because of work schedule, we're trying to do shit quick. Like put it in the microwave, and it's that's why I got what I got now. It's better for me to get off in the afternoon. I might go home and take a nap, but I can still cook.
Yeah.
So
that's
we on our we need to I think we on it. We realize it now. Now it's just staying consistent at it, man. Motivating each other, not letting.
You gonna see the journey.
Yeah.
Shit, hold us accountable.
Time. Right.
Most definitely.
And you see, we ain't got no liquor today. We got water, man. We drinking water. We kind of, get better.
Water.
Get a little better.
We're going to be drinking next week. Don't worry about it.
Nah. I mean, every now and then we might have some, but...
might have a little taste.
But we ain't going crazy with it, especially during the week. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's time to get healthy, man, and live long and live big for our kids, for our family, and for us. We owe ourselves that. You know what I mean?
For real.
I feel like I owe myself... I need to be in the best shape of my life. I owe myself that. You know what I mean? To get in the best shape of my life. I feel like I don't know if I ever been in the best shape of my life.
It could be done.
Yeah, I mean, and I know it's just about discipline and consistency.
Yeah. I think the
since a teenager though.
No. I would say no. The best shape of my life is when I worked for MTA and I stayed in that gym, and honestly that helped me. And I stayed in that gym.
Weights, man.
Huh?
You was just lifting weights.
No, it wasn't. I was on a treadmill. Me and Teresa used to run all the way from.
Shout out Teresa. I just seen her yesterday.
Yeah, we used to run. We used to run Santa Monica all the way to Santa Monica back to the division on a daily basis. Like it wasn't just weights. It was more than just weights.
I ain't see you. I seen you lifting weights.
All right, man. That's your boy got popped, man. You want? Oh shit. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. He good though.
Ricky Peasrall, man. Yeah, he got shot in the chest. Bullet went through the chest out the back. Didn't hit no vital organs or anything. That's the good part.
That ain't God. I don't know, man.
Yeah, for real. And he was getting robbed, man. Lil Youngin tried to get him for his Rolex.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
They caught him. Did they catch him?
Yeah.
He got shot too.
He was shot too.
They was wrestling over the gun, and both of them ended up getting shot.
Yeah.
Both of them live. Like that's so God gave him a chance to live, but and then Ricky, what's how you pronounce the name? Peasrall. Yeah, he survived it. But damn, man, that's crazy.
They he already asking when he can get back.
They said he was in the gym.
Yeah.
To football?
Yeah. They probably gonna put him in like the 5th week or something like that.
Because I heard he was having little injuries in training camp or whatever. So now getting shot don't help you. He's trying to get back out there. Like I'm good.
Hey, that be some mess with football. It's like when you be trying to be your healthiest, something happens. If it's an injury or something else. But
California don't love nobody, man.
It's crazy out here, bro. Like, but also it's like you can't be naive and think that it's not gonna happen.
Right.
Like, but you go out the day thinking. I honestly, this is how, you don't go through the day like, nigga, I'm about to wear this Rolex and get got. And plus, what kind of car he had.
Okay, so
I don't know what kind of car he was in.
I understand.
Go ahead.
No, I understand he a rookie and everything like that, but ain't nothing worth your life. I know he ain't getting as much money as everybody, but ain't nothing worth your life. And he was in the first round, so he should have some cool. He should have got a cool contract.
Yeah, he do.
But I don't care what kind of jury, what kind of car, whatever. These people ain't playing with you. You got whatever it is, man. Ain't no item worth your life. You can get anything back. You can go buy whatever, but people be talking about, I ain't giving up this, I ain't giving up that. Bro, are you crazy? Some of these playing people ain't playing.
I wonder if that's a young mentality. Like, I ain't giving nothing up, or I'm fighting for mine and all this shit. Like,
nah, it's a dumb mentality. It's old niggas that talk like that.
That's a dead mentality.
There's a lot of young cats that say that. Like, you gotta kill me. Like, seriously?
Kill you over a car?
Yeah. Like
that depreciated 2 days ago?
That's pride, though. That's pride and ego.
He's definitely fortunate, man. Like, straight in and out. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody. He's
and
lucky.
he in California. Like you better like these people. These kids, you know. And then he
Frisco,
wrestling with the
all
gun
places.
and stuff like that. It's like, bro, that Rolex ain't worth that.
Nah, Frisco get busy too.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Nah, but yeah, you know, glad he okay and everything. But I hope that was a learning experience. And sad to say, man, that kid, it's like you lose in the end because they probably gonna try him as an adult.
17.
And you went and try
got
to rob somebody. He probably didn't even know who he was. He probably just
He probably didn't know.
yeah, he probably just seen a Rolex.
Here we go. We talking about the young generation again. Went from 14. Now we talking about 17.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where are we going? Like I don't know. I don't know really how to express, but it's like what are these young people really going through in life to where one want to kill somebody, another want to get a Rolex? Like, I mean, I went to when I was 14. Rolex wasn't even. I mean, it was big, but
it's the money. It ain't the Rolex.
How much you think you gonna get for a Rolex?
You ain't gonna get that much from it. Depends on who you sell it to.
Exactly.
But
and a whole lot of people you sell it to,
well,
they need the paperwork. They need the paperwork for
10,
it.
15.
Yeah.
For I mean,
but I don't even like Rolexes, man. Rolexes don't look good to me no way. But anyway,
they look good.
It's
the presidential.
It's you can try to tap into the mindset of some of these kids, man, and I don't know if they're gonna really tell you the honest truth, but for the most part, they saying, you know, we out here hungry, we hungry, we need money, we need this, and shit, I'm trying to shine, because sometimes he might rob them for the jewels and just put it on for the, you know, try to show off for the gram, for the girl, whatever.
And that's what I'm trying to. It's funny that you said that. That's what I'm trying to teach my son to navigate against. It's not about the shine. It's not about just getting the name for yourself. It's about working hard. That's exactly how all of us got exactly what we got today because we worked hard. I'm not saying that we couldn't. Well, I couldn't work harder because I probably could. But at some point in time, it's like they're just trying to take the easy street. Like, oh,
it's the image.
Yeah, that's definitely, we got to teach our kids that and instill that in them. And I think that's a lot of them that's probably don't come from homes that we are in, that we got. They got 2-parent households,
right,
and stuff like that. And they they got fathers in their lives and stuff like that. And they seeing their fathers get up every day and go to work and stuff like that. But you also, I'll say this, you also need to teach your kids how to respond in situations like that. You know what I mean? And how to get home, how to keep their life. Even other situations where whether they're getting banged on or somebody trying to round their pockets or take whatever, man, tell them give it up. I mean, tell them give it up, because
that's the best thing to do, man. Instead of sitting here trying to be tough and be a certain way, like, it ain't worth your life. It ain't even worth having an altercation over. Just, hey, whatever you got, just give it to him, man.
Right, because that bullet was probably close to ending that boy life, man, that man's life. So, you know, God was with him on that day, man. But
and if you don't want to deal with it,
he
just
did
don't.
That in broad daylight. It wasn't like it was night. It was broad daylight.
Frisco is grind. I went out there probably a couple years ago to Vallejo and then Frisco, and it's just they downtown look grimy too. Like,
bro,
it was just people just
Oakland
like,
look grimier. Oakland doesn't have nothing going for itself besides a Walmart.
Yeah, it's grimy out there. Even in Vallejo, I'm like, this look like an old ass town, man. Like, you know.
So when you like I said, when you try to tap into these kids' mentality, what do you think it is? Because I seen a video with NLE Chopper chopping it up with this young man in the Jordan Down projects, and the young man was like, "We can't get out of here. It ain't no skate. It ain't nothing but this.
Right.
This is it. This is what we know. This is, you know." And NLE was like, you know, basically like, you got to change your mentality. And it's like, how do you change some of these kids' mentalities? You got to show them something different. When you change the environment, the mentality change.
Right. Because a lot of times, people, when you get a homie, like say a homie like that, or a homie in the industry, or even just some parents that try to get you out of your own environment and take you places. When you see the world, if you try, that's why it's good to travel with your kids and stuff like that. But if you take somebody that ain't never been nowhere and they go to Hawaii or they go to New York, they go to everywhere, and then they go out the country too and see what it is and what the world is, because they prisoners of their own mind, their own environment and stuff like that. That they a few blocks, they trapped by a few blocks and think they own
spend
this.
their whole life in the
one area. You know what? With my daughter, I remember my daughter when she stayed in Watts. I've always took my daughter outside. I mean, I'm not saying nothing about her. I don't know what her mother did. But I've always took my daughter outside of Watts, outside of Los Angeles, period, Vegas, Seattle, Oregon, different places so she can understand. But it was like when she came back home, she had to go back into that mold. But when she stayed with me for 3 years and we moved to Moreno Valley, it's like I seen my daughter change. It was like she wasn't so hood no more. I mean, she's never really been hood, but she didn't have that, oh, I'm from Watts mentality. You know what I mean?
A little rough around the edges.
Yeah, exactly, rough around the edges. Even like her first month in school, she got in trouble for trying to punk the little kids at school or whatever else. But the longer she was there, the more she started to embrace herself. She started trying to look like her. She started being about more like her. Like, and then I say that when your kids got out there, was it a culture shock to them as well?
No, because we was out there pretty young, so
Early on, yeah.
they didn't understand any of it at that point.
I'll say this too. Nothing against nobody that's raised in Watts or any cities like that, because I think sometimes you develop. I mean, you kind of go into survival mode, so you develop these characteristics and instincts because that's how you got to be. But that's not to say that some of them don't become something in life. Some of them come out of them places and still prosper, and you know what I mean, and still be good people in life and have good jobs, good families and stuff like that.
I love the city, bro. Like I really love LA, and just the when you meet the people that can be on the same page as you, it's a great thing because you can build friendship, families, and all that. It's just the bullshit.
Right.
I think people in LA,
unfortunately, the bullshit takes over.
I think people in LA are grinders, like they hustlers. Like they I gotta get mine. Like most people that I know, even with who's doing podcast streaming or just trying to get the word out of there, it's a nonstop hustle. And I think that's just deep to their core. How they was raised out here is everybody's grinding.
But I do think switching up the environments. Like I can tell, because I done lived Long Beach, Lakewood, Ontario, different stuff, and I can see the difference in my kids too. I think because they was in different environments and stuff like that. And they seem different in different schools, and I've always tried to put them in better schools and stuff. But yeah, it is sometimes the environment, the mentality, but it's also at home, man. You gotta kind of you gotta start at home. So that's where the mentality changes at home, because you gotta put that confidence in things in your kids to let them know you are bigger than your neighborhood. You're bigger than your surroundings. You have to understand that you can go and be anything you want to be and go anywhere you want to go, but you have to feel like that. If you get trapped, and that's why Tupac had that song "Trap." Like, if you get trapped like that, you really trapped in your mind, man.
You gotta teach them to stand on their own too.
Yeah.
If you gotta stand on your own, stand on your own. Whoever's supposed to be in your life, as far as friends, will be. Who won't, they won't. Because kids can have, go through something to where they feel like they ain't got nobody to relate to or communicate with, because they feel like they're not doing the BS, and the only way I can be accepted is to be involved with the BS.
And that's the whole thing out here. Remember with kids, they want to be accepted, and they want to be, like you were saying the other day, like, we can be relatable, but then they look to their friends to relate to their friends, and they want that acceptance. That's why you really have to build your kids up, man. I teach my kids, you are a leader. I've been for day one. You are the leader. I never want them to be a follower. You are the leader. Don't follow nobody. You become a leader, and then don't do what you see other people doing.
You know what's funny?
You carry yourself a certain way, they're gonna follow you. Your friends, they'll come. I mean,
you know what's funny? To come to pass. Remember, I was telling you, my son was walking home with his hoodie and the mask on. So maybe a week later after that, they were at Sarah and Warren's opening high school game. He was like, "Yeah, Dad, I was at the game and I just seen a whole lot of people with ski masks on, and all the thing you heard after that was just, you just heard them shooting." And he was like, "Dad, you was right. I can't just wear the mask like that, because now the police is looking for everybody with masks."
Right.
And I'm just sitting here looking like. I'm like, I'm looking at my son, not saying I told you so, but it's like I told him, I said, you understand why I tell you not to wear it? Yeah, I understand more than I did before. He's like, I knew once I seen them with the mask, what was going to happen after that.
So was it a point where he was like, putting in his backpack or something and wearing it at school? Or
No, he puts it on. He has a hoodie. The first time I seen him had it, he had it tucked in right here. Mm-hmm. Then when he got out the door, and I guess you know how we were back in the day. I'm gonna put it on after I leave the house. Yeah. So after he left the house, that's when he just put it back on. But after that, like I told him, bro. I mean, after the conversation I had him with the first time when I seen him on TikTok, and I was like, bro, take that off and don't take it. Only football practice only. Mm-hmm. And I don't even want you to put it on until you get on the field. So when I do go to practice with him, I let him know like, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah. So,
but no, it was that moment of I told you so, but I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Unfortunately, the kids gonna have to learn on their own with certain things. Hopefully, it won't be, through a trauma or anything.
Right. I was fine.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think that they think it's just all fashion sense and fashion statement and stuff like that, but they don't understand what comes along with that. I be having to tell my sons, because they boys and Junior be wanting certain color shoes and stuff. I'm like, you can't, I can't let you get that. I can't let you wear that. And and then especially you look bigger than you are, you look older than you are.
Who, Junior?
You're not bigger than you are, you look older than you are.
Junior, bigger and older. Talking about.
But I'm just saying,
you 14, looking 18.
Yeah, and so you wear a certain color or whatever, you know what I mean? They'll think you. This
nigga made me sit in the car today. He was like, nigga, you got blue on. You got to sit in the car. You can't get out the car pumping gas.
It wasn't about no blue, nigga. I'm like, why you getting out the car with me? I don't need you to get out the car.
It wasn't even, I just like, I spread my legs. He was like, nigga, you got that blue on. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. But it is that serious, though.
Now, in certain instances, because you never know, man. Things happen. Things tend to happen kind of close to your home and stuff like that. Like it was a shooting at a smoke shop in LA not too long ago, and it's just a smoke shop where you buy cigarettes, tobacco, and everything like that. But I remember I was riding with my brother. We went to lunch. He hit me up and he was like, "You want to go to lunch?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, and then he wanted to stop at a little smoke shop out here, and I'm like, "Bro, I don't be stopping out here like that. I don't know where." He like, "Nah, just so." I'm like, "Bro," because I'm like, that's where stuff happened at when you
just
right by the house.
When we was at Nick party and we mobbed to the store.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's what, 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it's walking. Like, you gotta be,
No.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be a little, sometimes you can be a little.
You gotta put that street sense, that street knowledge. You gotta put that in
I'm
play.
like, damn, I'm 40 years old up here walking to the liquor store at 10 o'clock at night.
Nah.
Well, what's crazy is, man, as us being black men, man, we always have to have our head on the swivel and be in survival mode at all times. Even our age, because people die in our age, 39, 40s, like 40, 41, 42, is like.
Once we walked in the store, there was a car pulled up. Two dudes just hopped out, just standing in front of the store. So I'm like,
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. You know,
well, my mama used to tell me, when you got the house, you got 3 strikes against you already. You a man, you black, and
fat.
And police are always looking for you.
I just.
Oh, you said fat or facts?
Facts.
So y'all was talking about the fashion, right? And I asked my son, because a lot of shit is fashion now for kids.
Right.
We can go back, but a lot of things is fashion for the kids. And I asked my son if he would ever paint his nails, and he said no. I'm like, cool. But I wonder if that's an East Coast thing, because I think a lot of East Coast people was just like painting their nails in different colors and shit like that.
I don't know, man. I think Snoop did it at one point.
He did?
They say RJ did it at one point. Wiz Khalifa, some of these cats did it. So it ain't necessarily. Well, he from Pittsburgh, but I'm just saying. I don't know, man. But
I'm gonna say this: only people who in the social. I mean, only celebrities do it. I've really never seen a regular person or a regular dude.
Oh no, they doing it.
No. I mean, unless you were goth or or what's the new one? Emo. But a regular black guy,
our surrounding people, like homies that you could kind of see, like, So say if I, next week,
I'll come here with.
I'm gonna go in there and ask. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Brina, like, where's the remover at? Wipe this shit off.
Fingernail polish remover.
All right. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Nah,
But that's a fashion statement now. So I mean, I guess, and you know, I just asked him. He was like, "No, I ain't doing that."
I asked my son the same thing. He was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Nah, that's good, man. I ain't never. I don't know if I ever asked him that, but that's good that he
I
doing us.
don't think none of your sons are gonna do
A
that.
lot of these rappers and stuff, these new rappers, Playboi Carti, he had a thong on. I mean, Playboi Carti.
Yeah,
He did. He had a thong on. Like,
How you know, man?
it was.
Nigga, I mean, somebody was talking about it on another podcast. I didn't ever see that. I didn't
okay.
ever see the picture. I mean, I might have did see the picture. They probably posted it, put the picture up there. Yeah, I went
And you
searching
clicked
for
on
it or
it?
something. No, it was on the podcast.
You clicked on it and zoomed in.
Nah, nah, but he, you know, you know, but he had it to where you could see it. Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's
it was like a onesie. Like, you know, it's like, you know how the girls had their hips out, and you can see they got a onesie.
Yeah,
on?
this is some weird stuff going on.
Right.
Man. Weird.
It's,
weird,
you know what? It's weird to us because we wouldn't do it.
And then it'd be weird when your kids like these rappers. Like, how you like him? This dude is
Yeah.
weird. I mean, like,
It's
you
weird
know,
listening to the music. Like, how can you listen to this?
yeah.
But then it goes back to like the parents saying the same thing. Like
Like, y'all
how
listening
can-
to
yeah, you
Snoop
listen
and
to
all
this-
these.
yeah.
Why y'all listening to this?
saying the same old thing.
Now,
man.
like on my son's football team, like on my son's football team, like every one of those kids is different with different music, and I be just sitting there like, and me and the parents be just going on, you know, me and the parents be looking at each other. They be like,
Yeah, man. Well,
Rappers and sports players are doing it too, man. Basketball, football players.
I ain't seen
They
no one
are-
football player.
I think these niggas be bored, man.
Yeah.
I think that's
They don't know
it
what
is.
to do. They run out of fashion taste and fashion sense,
Right.
and they just try to
They
go,
just put on everything.
go
just
crazy. You
doing
know what I mean?
anything.
'Cause
Like,
Westbrook was kind of out of pocket a few times. Dwayne Wade is just.
That's what I was about to
man,
say. Dwayne Wade, I think he was at home after retired and he was playing with his daughter and he painted his nails and he kept it on there. He was like,
But see that
I'm talking about his little daughter, not the other thing.
Yeah, but they doing that just to make the statement.
Yeah,
They make the statement of, "Oh, I don't care what society thinks. I'm doing this to support or whatever." So, like, you don't necessarily have to show the public what you're doing.
Bro, nah.
So
They want to
you
make
know-
a statement.
Yeah, they want to make that statement.
I wonder, are they doing it for, like, because if your kid, okay, so in Dwayne Wade's case, his daughter is a little older now, so, and they're probably on social media, so is that a way to kind of like show support, like, you know, in the public eye, like, look, I'm gonna stand with you, and I want you to see that as your father, I'm here and I'm supporting you. Like, maybe it's maybe because you don't know what they going through
Right.
in that house and how many things they dealing with, because especially if you're on the internet, you probably seeing the worst things in the world about you. So it's like, I gotta fight against that as a parent, that all this hate that you're receiving online, let me show the world that no, that look, I mean, because if you don't never know, we're not in that situation. You don't never know what you would do either. We can't say we wouldn't do what we wouldn't do, but if you was a father in that situation and your kid was in that situation and they was receiving yeah, we gonna touch on to some of that. Some things I wouldn't
No, I was
do.
about to say you might as well do it now. Should we? I mean, honestly, that is one of our topics. Should a kid be able to decide if they want to change their genders? You might. I mean, since we already talking about D-Wade.
Right. So yeah. So that's what I was about to say. I don't agree with a child changing their gender because I feel like it's a lot of things a child can't go get no cigarettes. It's a lot of things a child can't do.
Right.
You gotta get a note to go back to school. Like, it's a lot of things that as a child you can't do. You can't go to the military. You can't drink. You can't do all these things because you're a child. So why would we let a child make a life-changing decision, life-altering decision with their body and say that they're capable of doing that? What it's like
Kids'
at
minds
that
is
point,
not
that's
even-
when you kind of see the agenda being pushed.
Kids'
You know what I
mind is
mean?
not even fully developed
Right.
at 13 and 14. Then, or to say, you know what I mean? Some kids don't like their haircut. Like, my son didn't like his haircut. He was mad for 2 days. Guess what? 2 days after that, he liked the haircut after that. So it's like, now I'm giving you the objective to say yes to changing your, bro, that's just asinine.
So you just kind of like, where did they get it from? Because it had to be. I mean, I don't know. People say you born
say
like
it.
people say you born like that. I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's
No.
a tricky one,
I
man.
don't-
But
I don't-
I'll say this: I have seen, because I have people in my family, you know, and I have seen very early
Right.
signs of that.
I have too.
To where it's like, is that true? Like,
I have too.
So I don't know.
But what type of upbringing was it? I mean,
I'm talking about before. I'm talking about like damn near like 3, 2. 3.
But that's
like,
what I'm saying. What type of upbringing?
I mean, you ain't really got into the upbringing at that point.
Yeah, because they don't. I mean, but they say the most important years is 1 to 5. So it's like you can see a lot of things as a child. But it don't have to necessarily.
I don't think he was saying nothing like that.
Yeah, it don't have to necessarily be that. It could
so,
just.
But he can.
A lot of this stuff now is on the internet, is what you're seeing.
Right.
Like you're getting influenced by everything that's on the internet. So and what they teaching in schools, like they'll teach this, or they'll have parades in schools about all this, which is cool. Like it could be.
I don't agree with that.
No, I'm saying it could be inclusion for whoever is. You know, a part of that lifestyle.
What about Black Pride? It's not included. We don't have Black history.
But that's what I'm saying.
Schools.
Like, if you're going to include that, you need to be straight across the board.
Exactly.
Yeah, include game banging. Like, you gotta accept anything.
Just be across the board with it.
Nah, it is wild, but that's an answer. I would like to probably have some guests that's a part of the LGBTQIA.
IA.
Did you say that right?
LGBTQIA. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know the other ones.
The IA is it's there's IA.
I just know LGBTQ.
IA, yeah, now. But just to ask questions and just to get some understanding and just curious. I mean, to understand that.
Yeah, this is
I'm being with mama on here.
Some feel like you born like that. I mean, and some feel like you're not. So
you can say that you're not judgmental in a way you are, because we have an opinion about it, but it's not being judgmental to where it's like I'm shunning you or talking down on you or condemning you to hell or anything like that. That's still your life, your lifestyle, your choice. I don't determine how we interact with each other because you're in that lifestyle. You know, so
and then you don't necessarily. I don't have to agree with what you got going, but who cares? Some shit people don't agree with shit I got going.
Right.
And it ain't even about agreeing. I think when you start getting into that, like, and that's where you get into the Christianity, church, and all that, and then it's like, you know.
And then also, just because I want for my family a certain thing, don't make it seem like, oh, I'm homophobe.
Right.
Like, nah, that ain't cool.
Man, I'll tell you this. My kids in my house, you're going to be, until when you get grown and you move out,
right.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
And you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself in my house, but you're gonna dress a certain way in my house. You're not gonna go cut anything off, remove anything, or add anything in my house. Now once you move, you can go do what you want to do. You know what I mean? But under my roof, that's just the way it gotta go. Yeah. And that's just not about that. It's about everything. You know what I mean? You gotta follow my rules. I mean, and I'm not against anything. I would never make nobody feel bad for making certain choices and nothing like that. I'm gonna love my kids regardless. So and I love all my family. You know
what? I'm gonna ask my mama one day how she always thought about being gay when she was younger. I've never asked my mama that question.
You never know, man. You never know.
Like, when you was 8, did you feel like you liked the girls back then?
Why 8?
You said at a young age.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you just have to put it in perspective. She got 8 kids, right?
Right. That's why I said 8.
So,
that's
it just...
But even still, you could still have those thoughts, even though you had kids and all that.
That's the most asked question family members ask me. How did your mama turn gay after having 8 kids? I said she had 6 different niggas she didn't want no more. So what was the next aspect of it?
I've seen people go through the stage. They went through the stage of, being homosexual or lesbians and stuff like that, and then they not no more.
Yeah.
Which is...
We got a homegirl like that.
I mean, I can't take nothing from it. That's you going through your stages in life. That's your life. That's what you choose to do. It's just, it's just questions to kind of... And sometimes, people can't really explain. It's just how they feel.
Right.
Yeah. So, but to each his own. Love everybody, man. We love everybody. But yeah, you got to keep the thing until you get older. You know what I mean? Keep the thing.
He got 5 boys.
You move out.
Yeah, until you can move out. And if you still there at 18, shame on you. You'll be 25 with it. As long as you in my house. If you 48, you know what I mean? You can be pausing 40.
But to the question, I'm not letting my kid change genders.
Right.
And then it's gonna overcomplicate. Then it's gonna have different mindsets. You don't know if that kid gonna get into depression. But once it did have the sex change or whatever else.
Exactly. You can get pushback because you're saying you wouldn't let. So now the kids have so much freedom to where you can get pushback. Like now they in depressed mode. Yes. And if they depressed and they doing certain things because of your reaction towards their thoughts, they go to school. Talk to the counselor. The counselor's on their side automatically, especially with, what's going on.
Cold game. I'm like, well, you better ask that counselor. You gotta
go live with the counselor.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're gonna come here like, oh, so are you homophobe or are you, they're gonna do all that, and then you might get your kid up out of here.
But see, that's the thing. It's a difference in if you coming across that way. It's a difference in saying that, like, using derogatory comments or homophobic slurs and stuff like that, or keep talking down to your kid and stuff like that. I'm not saying if you gay or nothing like that or whatever, lesbian, whatever, I would I wouldn't support you or love you or whatever, and I'm not gonna make you feel no kind of way. I'm saying you're not about to alter your body until you do wrong. The same way I wouldn't let you do. I'm not letting you get a tattoo or certain things like that. So it's nothing to do with just being being homosexual or anything like that. It's just you're not doing any of that until you get wrong.
You might not even be thinking right, and by the time you move out, you might have a difference.
Man, these kids is wearing New Balances and Asics.
Exactly.
Which they wouldn't have. You couldn't have got them to wear that 2 years ago. Right. They follow in whatever trend and stuff like that. And I'm not comparing that. I know, don't get on me because I know some people is going to be like, that's different, your sexuality and all that. And, and I'm not comparing the two, but I'm just saying sometimes some people are not as sure as everybody else. I mean, some people don't know. They're just curious. They're trying to find themselves. And I'm not going to let you do something when you're trying to find yourself.
And influence is a hell of a drug.
Right.
Yep. Like I got one homegirl, she hit me up. She thought she was gay for a second until we just had a conversation. And I just started throwing different stuff out there. It's like, this, that, and this. And she was just like, no, I think it was the fantasy of wanting another woman instead of really being in a relationship with another woman. I'm like, it's just having a healthy conversation at the end of the day. And I think that's what most of these kids need, especially who want to have sex change. That's just
so we talking about it. We three men sitting here. We talking about it. I'm not. Well, you have a daughter. I'm the only one with daughters, and I'm not talking about my daughters. I'm just saying in general. We talk about this and we say what we wouldn't like, but it's more acceptable for women. We won't really have a pushback or argument if we have homegirls, like you said, coming to us like, "Oh, I want to do this." Go for it. Opposed to
the homie. Like, hey, I've been thinking about
wait, huh?
Opposed to the homie saying that he want to try something. It's more acceptable for a woman.
Well, it's not normal for your homie to come tell
you
that.
It's not. But it's regardless, it's still more acceptable for a woman.
That's because we men, so we look at women like differently. Yeah.
But even with women, it's more acceptable for women to like women than women like
Right.
I don't.
I don't know the answer to that. I can't.
I mean, there's not an answer. Only reason I say this is because my sisters, they have gay friends, and when I'm around them and they ask different questions, or even one of them was asking me, you don't know if he wanted to be gay no more, man. Be who you want to be, and that's one of the things that you feel like it was
deliberate.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta stay gay. Like, you can't just change up, nigga. You a quitter.
He was delivered.
I was delivered.
How you gonna quit like that?
He was like, I loves a woman.
I feel like if
he don't love means no more.
He don't love me.
Nah, see, we just made a joke about that, but we said we had so that ain't cool. That ain't cool, man.
Everybody laughed.
We
at
biased,
shit,
man.
No, not biased, but I just said my sister's friends asked me that before, and bro, be you. I mean, we're not sitting here. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and judge you. And if you're worried about everybody else judging you, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Do it because it's what you want to be.
Right. Nah, it's definitely it's a little favoritism on the other side, whatever. We kind of
because don't no man want to talk about gay shit with another dude. Like, bro, that's not
But
me.
even like how you said, how
we
women,
attracted to women,
how women view it,
and women could be attracted to women as well. I don't know a lot of women that will say, I want to see two men.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
Yeah, I've never said that.
they definitely still shun and look down upon men,
right.
even women. So it's like, you know, I mean, to each his own, man. Just know
stayed
you
on
are
this topic
human.
too long.
Just know you're a
Yeah.
human being. You're a human being, and you people love you, man. Don't you know, try to hurt yourself or nothing like that. I'll say,
Nope.
but all right,
All right, well, let's go to the next one. We're gonna make this a little lighter subject. Quarterbacks that's under pressure this year to get back to the Super Bowl or get to a Super Bowl, all in general.
Dak. That nigga's under the most pressure.
He has to be because
he can-
all the
no.
weapons that Dak has, even
Had.
he had y'all had the best offense and defensive line with the best receivers and the best running back at one point in time.
I don't think we gonna do nothing. I just feel like he got to show something, or else we need to get rid of that guy.
I think y'all is like at a plateau. It's like the same thing's gonna keep happening until ownership changes.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
the upper room.
Yeah,
I
I think Aaron Rodgers, he might be number one because
You think so? But he coming off an injury.
That's
though.
what I'm saying though, and because how many more years he got? How do you want to go out? He want to go out with at least a winning record.
I don't know about pressure because I think he gonna get a little grace because it was interesting. So people kind of curious to see
what's
how we
next.
gonna come out. How you gonna come out? Are you gonna be the same Aaron Rodgers? A little.
That's what I'm saying. That's pressure.
I don't know if it's pressure.
No, I got you somebody who got way more pressure than that. And he had a squad for the last couple of years. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
is
Jackson.
definitely pressure,
I say
yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow. Even not Cousins no more. He left.
Frisco under the most pressure as
Yeah,
a team.
'cause
though.
As a team, because nobody really looks at Brock as one of those
Man,
quarterbacks.
fuck Brock.
Even though he's doing this thing, they still scrutinize him because for whatever reason.
They kind of treat him like almost an Alex Smith or something.
Yeah.
And
stepchild.
it's like what else can he do to prove? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that he's an elite player, but he's still doing his thing, and this is his second year
beating
He
teams.
when he
defense.
yeah, exactly. When he first came in, we still went to the championship, the NFC championship,
yes.
but he got injured.
I say they looking at him like, what was old boy that was back up for the Patriots that just went to the Raiders and left them?
Jacoby Brisket.
No, the white boy.
Mac.
No, Brock. What's his name? Brock. What's the start with a B2
He
or
went from
something?
where?
He was on the Patriots. He was backing up Tom Brady. Then he ended up going to the Raiders, and then he was on. You know, I forgot his name anyway. But that it's like he was doing good. Everybody thought he was the next thing, and then he just went down. Remember what they call it? Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy.
I'm saying, but when he first people they thought because you know Bill Belichick had him, they thought he was about to be the next thing.
That's like Trey Lance. Everybody thought Trey Lance was coming to Frisco to do some shit.
I never liked Jimmy Garoppolo.
Me neither.
Yeah, but
I'm glad we didn't get. We was looking at him. I'm glad Seattle didn't get him.
Yeah, but we as a team because we there, man. We keep getting there. We just can't, you know.
I'm just happy.
Close, but no cigar, man. So
Yeah,
I'm just happy that Nick not here. Shit.
as a team, we pressured.
Listen, I'm happy Nick not here.
I think Brock Purdy got a little bit of pressure because they want to see if he can be consistent.
Because it's like, you're going to turn it back. If you can't get us there, we might have to go in another direction, like type shit. But
I think Tua, I don't know how to say his name in
I don't
Miami.
know how to say it either.
In Miami, he got weapons. He been having weapons the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they defense is. I mean, I'm not gonna say they elite, but they defense can stop you.
It seemed like Jalen Hurts, like the whole hype with the Philadelphia Eagles. Just,
right, kind of can't start
yeah,
coming down
went
last
down.
season.
That tush push was kept with that tush.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody pushing they tush no more.
Pause.
That's what it's. I knew you were gonna say it.
Yeah, football is about to be exciting this year, man. I
Yeah.
feel like we should do one Sunday stream one time, and then we could watch TV while we streaming and talk about it. That'd be a dope thing. One, you know, just one game and find a good game and do that.
Not one game. We can watch. You can watch the whatchamacallit. I like watching Red Zone.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that, and that'd be
Because the
fun.
only
For
thing
the,
you're gonna do since we at your house, you're gonna make it sure it's a Cowboy game, and I'll make sure it ain't gonna be that.
No, I wouldn't do that to
Yeah, you
y'all,
would.
man.
Yeah, he gonna have.
Why would I do
multiple
that?
games,
You know what I mean?
No, you're not.
though. Yeah.
Stop taking up for him.
Yeah, but
All
yeah.
right, my bad. If it is, it's gonna be the Cowboys in Frisco. If y'all play this year, what y'all think y'all do?
yeah, I don't know if we do. I don't think we do, man. But hey, moving on. Y'all think Serena Williams? I saw a picture of Serena Williams, man, and she's starting to kind of look like she bleaching her skin. To me, man.
It's the lighting, man. It's the lighting.
Nah,
it's the
Serena,
it's the lighting
Serena
of the
Williams
cameras.
don't look like Serena Williams no more.
Where was the lighting at years ago? They
She
didn't have no
when
lights
she
back then.
when she had that cat suit, she looked almost black as me. Nah, give
Let
me
me
that.
pull her
Serena
up,
back.
man, and all.
Just go. This yeah.
Y'all watching? Y'all let me
that's
know.
not it. Like that's
the new one, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
this
new
is
one.
her.
Yeah.
Where the old one at?
Yeah, give me an old one.
Okay, I just want to show y'all these real quick.
Okay.
You know
Oh,
what?
my bad. Let me go here.
I don't get it, bro. I don't understand.
This is her.
She still look good. I'm not gonna say that, but look at her face, her lips, her hair.
Serena didn't look like that, man.
No, she didn't.
And she looked like a lion or some shit. I don't know. Okay, so let's go to the old pictures.
Yeah, if that's the case, if she is like,
Oh man, whatever.
man, get out of there. We know what she look like.
No, bro, I want to see them old sexy pictures when she was my
I
color.
can't pull it up, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dang it! Watch,
Well, I can. Hold on.
So even if she is, bleaching her skin, I don't understand. That's a deep rooted insecurity for people.
No, I'm gonna try to justify it this way. I think that she's trying to look as light as her daughter.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
I mean, but you really have
Okay,
to.
so that's old Serena. This old Serena. Oh, is that Venus? Yeah, that's Serena. This Serena.
Exactly,
this
right
6
there.
years ago.
That right there.
Let me see. Where'd she go?
So
I wish we could compare the two.
let's go
And I
off of
understand
what you just said. You said she's trying to be light as her daughter.
Exactly.
Why?
To make her daughter feel comfortable in her skin.
Well, then okay, automatically, what are you teaching your daughter?
Exactly. That
That's
acceptability.
No, that's Serena right there. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That acceptability that it comes at a price.
That's bullshit, man.
I know it's
That's
bullshit.
If that's the case, we
You
don't
said she's
know.
trying to teach her daughter.
I'm not saying
He
that.
said
I don't know
he's
what.
saying
I'm not
she
saying
might be trying to be as light as her daughter.
light as her daughter.
I don't know what it is, but do y'all agree? Do y'all think it is, or you really think it's a light?
I wouldn't know. I mean, because it's people that's done stuff. You can scrape layers off your skin or whatever. You can become lighter.
Charlemagne definitely did it.
Yeah, Charlemagne did it. So I don't know, but that's her whole body. So
Right.
so
She had that soap.
That could have been that.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this as a dark skinned person. Yes, it's a bunch of insecurity that comes with being dark skinned, and especially for a female. When it comes to a female, they always say light skinned, dark skinned female. It's never just a black woman. It's never just a black man. Even we have colorism. Like when we get to playing, I get to call you light, bright, and all the other stuff. But being dark skinned, it's always gonna be way worse being dark skinned than it is gonna be light skinned.
I don't believe that, man. My preference. I love black women. I love dark skinned women.
But see, the main thing you said was preference.
I mean, everybody got a preference.
I mean, everybody got a preference, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't come to preference when it comes to darker skin. Like my whole life, even now, I get called.
There's some women that
everything.
prefer dark skin. There's some women that prefer light skin.
Exactly.
There's some men that prefer.
That's like my girl. She was like, "You the first dark nigga I ever talked to." She 40.
She mean yo dark.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm darker than most.
Darkness.
I just fuck with you. But
no, I mean, but it comes with certain insecurities.
So would you do that?
I ain't got money. Even if I did have money, I got comfortable. My mama made me comfortable in my
He
skin.
would, yeah.
No.
But one, you got a nose ring the other day. I mean, just out of nowhere, you just walked in. With a nose ring. That, you know what I mean, that surprised me.
The funny part about your wife looked at me like,
I was out of that, but it was like a year or so ago.
2.
You just popped up with a nose ring out of nowhere, like.
Hey, I went for supporting my daughter, my girl's daughter. She was like, "You want to go get a nose ring with me?" I went
So you
for
would get
support.
your nails painted then?
Yeah, if my daughter said, "Dad, let's go get her nails done," all right. I'm not about to go get color. I'm about to go get clear.
I was going to say. Okay.
Yeah, you said I was
But if my daughter was 3 and 4, we were playing paint nails. Yeah, I play.
So you would.
Yes, with it has to be my daughter that I'm playing.
So what
with.
if your son walk in and
why he can't play?
He
playing,
bro.
Why he can't play with his sister?
Why y'all
and get her
ganging
nails
up
done?
on me?
No,
y'all
I'm just
do the
asking.
same thing.
So would you do the tutu too?
No,
Yeah, I did the tutu before.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, but this is all in support of my daughter to say, hey, you know what I mean?
That's
It's support.
Yeah, no. So would you
just because you wouldn't do it?
So
I want to be hard on you.
Would you lighten the skin because you said it is deep rooted insecurities?
It is deep.
If you had the chance, would never.
So are you?
You know what? Honestly, when I hit 18. Is a change when you in school because you get talked about every day on a day. On a Saturday, you getting talked about how black you are. But once you get out of school, you start really being in life. Like it was a woman, she was like, "I love your skin." She was like, "I love the tone of it. I love how even it is." And I'm just sitting there like, and honestly, she's the one who made me really start understanding how good I look.
Find them so hard.
Too.
Oh hey,
brown skin.
So you need the validation.
I mean, it was a lady who validated me. Even though my mama told me every day on the day that I was gorgeous.
So, okay. Yeah, she lied to you. Okay, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Are you happy with yourself? Do you find yourself attractive? Do you find you handsome? Do you find yourself? I mean,
you see me on. Hey, look on my Facebook. I will put up a black ass white beard and black ass face all day long. I'm secure with everything about me right now.
Okay, so you happy with what you see? Okay,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters because we beautiful and whatever skin we come in, we all beautiful and we all black.
I know I'm not everybody cup of tea. I know I'm not light skinned and I'm not, you know.
See, stop saying that. I mean, you coming back off.
It don't matter.
But I am happy.
I'm everybody cup of tea, nigga. See, this dark skin and this dark skin, nigga.
Hey, when Alan Carr, you was a caramel.
But I'm like. I'm
dark chocolate. You care.
That's one thing I've always had.
Almondy.
It's hot here.
One thing I've always.
The water, nigga.
One thing is, that's why I told you to get a couple. You got one right here.
Nigga, you just defrosted.
One thing I've always been is confident, bro. Like I've always had confidence, and I've never measured myself up to other people. So it's not like I'm looking like, oh, this dude is skinny or in shape or handsome or whatever. No, it's like I just had confidence. You know, I built that within myself. I mean, and built that confidence, and then I've always spoke and walked like I had that. And that's what I try to teach to my kids. It don't matter what nobody else think about you. It's what you think about. So when you walk in a room, when you confident who you are and you know who you are, it don't matter who in that room. I don't care who in that room. When I walk in the room, I know who I am, and I'm not trying to be nobody else. I don't need nobody's validation. I mean, or anything like that.
They don't gravitate to you anyway.
So that's why we got a spray on.
I don't got no spray on.
Talking
about my hair?
Got the paint job?
Nah, man. He stayed in the line.
Hey, what the Duro say? Go ahead.
I mean, and then even that, like, that don't mean that don't mean fuck y'all. That don't mean you can't enhance whatever. I mean, you want to enhance or whatever like that. Like, even people that go get surgery and shit like that, that's okay. Like, that don't take away from your confidence because you want to do something or whatever, you know, or fix something, you know, or whatever it may be.
It don't take away from it. It helps it. It helps it.
But back to what we was talking about. The skin color, no, I just said, it was that one lady who told me that I was that, but I always believed myself. Like, I was never like, oh, I'm down on myself because of this or because of the color.
Right. All right, man. We want to tap into this, man.
Come on,
okay, so I was watching No Jumper. Wack and Adam was going on, and Adam had a little narrative about he felt like Kendrick ain't really helping LA artists. Like, you know, YG dropped.
LA artists is helping another.
So YG dropped. He sold 8K. Mustard dropped. He sold 18K first week. But you know, I listened to his narrative or whatever. I could play it if y'all want to play it. I ain't gonna even play the shit.
No, play it. So
why he expecting Kendrick to do something that he ain't ever done before?
Right. So that's true.
Did he support Kendrick?
But I will say this. Okay,
everybody supported Kendrick.
So is there any truth to that? Should Kendrick be not saying he hasn't did it, right? He hasn't did it, but he also hasn't did what he just did with the pop out and kind of came in the city, and he and everybody else hasn't supported Kendrick like they have. They've always in the shadows or his name come up. They kind of said good things about him, but for what happened for the city and the town getting behind him, I mean, should Kendrick be a little bit more vocal and kind of helping out other artists in LA, whether it be features or especially Mustard? YG and Mustard are two big prominent artists on the West Coast, and they got a lot of backlash for being on that stage.
I think Dot is who he is, and I think that you can't expect him to do something outside of the norm. He's been the mysterious artist. He'll pop out, he'll go into hibernation, whatever, and do it again. And whoever fuck with him. But you can't expect him to do something that he ain't never done before.
Yeah, not saying, but I'm saying, okay, so if you was in that position,
I wouldn't even look at it like that.
What you mean?
We know who we dealing with.
Right.
So you saying if I was Dot?
I mean, would you, if that happened, the pop-up happened, and you got that much support, would you then turn around and like, you know what? Let me throw a little light on, or
me,
whether it be a repost of an album, a feature, or something. Let me throw them a lob like they came and supported me.
Right. I'll possibly do it. I would possibly do it, but I'm not.
And do we enable Da for saying this is how he is? He's always been like this. Are we kind of enabling him and not allowing him to change or not putting pressure on it because who he is and it's work for him and we love him. We don't want to criticize him. We don't want nobody saying nothing negative about him. But are we also making that okay? I mean,
it's been okay. He ain't. What album has he posted before? Period.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things that people do that we kind of like, oh, that's just him. That's how he is, or that's how they are. It's like, that don't necessarily make it right. That don't necessarily make it okay. Grab me one or two.
Yeah, man.
I know you take this water getting hot as soon as it hit the air. But yeah, I don't know, man. And because I understand who Kendrick is and both sides. But if I'm being honest, like how you just said, if it was me, maybe I probably would. And I probably would too. You know what I mean? Because maybe it is time to start changing a little bit. Or just supporting where you from a little bit, or supporting the artist that's going to support you. Because now YG really took a stand. Drake said his name. Yeah, and he took a stand to be up there on that stage in them videos after he was getting features and stuff like that. So he basically chose a side. You know what I mean? And he didn't have to do that, but he definitely did. So it's like, could he get a look? Because I don't know if they even... Now, I don't know if they're working on something behind the scenes. I definitely know it wasn't on YG album. I don't know if Kendrick got him on something, so that could be the case.
Or you can look at it like this, too. The pop-up was a lot of promotion anyway. It was a lot of promotion. It's like millions was tuned in all over the world, so...
I heard about the pop-up through y'all. I didn't even hear nothing.
It was... Everybody was tuned into it, but that's because you probably don't pay as much attention to hip-hop, but...
fuck you be doing, man.
You are correct.
But it was everybody was tuned in, so that was a lot of promotion, and everybody know you already had a single out, Knocker, and then you put another single out, so it just people didn't really know.
But I'm saying that direct, like I'm standing next to him, like he stood next
to me. I get it, but I'm just saying he had promotion with that.
Yeah,
both of them did, and that was a Mustard beat, so he had the promotion with that.
Right, but it wouldn't.
All you saying now is just he didn't post the album.
I'm not even saying he wrong, or I'm not taking nothing away from Dottie wrong, because like you said, I know how he is too. But I'm saying it wouldn't hurt to kind of like lend a hand and reach back a little bit more every now and then, because niggas is sinking. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it, now would be the time. Because how many times YG got he's all his last projects haven't really been doing good.
But see, also you have to look at that too. We both said that we wasn't impressed with this. Just read up. Okay,
I'm saying, but before that, he could have.
Yeah, so now you gotta like take into account like what type of music is the music good quality. Like, is everybody messing with it? Like, you gotta make different type of music. Because me personally, I like the Mustard album. Mustard album was dope.
Yeah. I thought. See, and I think he's growing a little bit. YG kind of, and maybe he was trying to make a Read Up 3 again, recreate that, but I don't think it's possible to do that. You know what I mean? Right. And because you're older, we older, the crowd is older, and it's impossible to recreate those beats and stuff like that for that time.
And they did a blood walk too, so you getting promotion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I get it. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt, but I wouldn't hold him accountable for it.
No, but I mean, I just don't want see, the thing is everybody else is hearing that narrative too, and it's like, yeah, why, you know, because some people was whispering that like 03 Greedo when all that happened, the pop out happened. He ain't gonna get y'all no feature and all this and stuff like that. It's like eventually you don't want what you don't want is people to start turning on.
But they're not gonna do that, and I don't want that. I don't want that person to be doing something just for
right, which you should never, right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that should never be the case. But I don't know. I just think I'm not even saying it got to be for YG, but I do think YG he probably out of everybody, he kind of stuck his neck out there the most because he was cool with Drake and getting features.
Let me ask you this: everybody that was on that stage, from the Whoops to Jason Martin to DJ Head, did they post his album?
I don't know.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
If they didn't, now you're gonna hold Dot, but everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that.
Now, we just speaking about.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
he is the biggest thing on the West, right?
But still, like, everybody got an audience.
Right. Yeah. Now, I don't know if anybody, but I'm just saying, Dot is we hold him at a different standard than a lot of them. So,
I get it.
When you got that kind of power, I'm not saying you can't touch it. But see, and then that's another thing to it. I get that side too, because if I do it for him, everybody might expect me to start doing that.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, well, can you do that for me too?
He already took pictures with niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they posted up on their Instagram or whatever. Like, come on, man.
Right. No, I get it, man. Yeah. So, I mean, it was Adam anyway doing this shit. I just thought it was, not to say I agree, I just thought it was an interesting conversation because that is an argument there for certain people that may feel away or that may, because everybody, some people teamed out and then some people just about reciprocation or what can I get out the deal and stuff like that. Right. Everybody not genuine. Right. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, yeah, man. Another thing I said, I saw Wack 100. He posted about Irv Gotti confirming he posted saying Irv Gotti had a stroke. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew about it. It hadn't come out. None of Irv's family posted about it. This was last week, I believe. Now I heard they posted something about his family trying to sue or whatever. I don't know how true that is because Wack came out and said that's cap. But he came out and put it out. Now the family has since confirmed that Irv Gotti did have a stroke walking with a cane. My only thing with that is, I just don't respect how people always want to be the first, especially Wack. He good for running to the internet or you know what I mean, or just trying to be the first to give bad news or deliver. I know this. I got this information. Yeah. And I don't like that. I don't like that about people.
That was some clown shit. Like he
was trying to be funny.
You got some issues with Irv. You know what I'm saying? Or like, what is it? Like, what made you think that it was okay for you to put this news out there first?
But even so, he was with Irv. He said he acted as if he took the picture. He said walking with Irv. So he act like as if he, So I don't know if
that is. Ain't no telling with this dude, man. This dude, he got all the information. Right. He got on everybody.
Everybody. He know everything.
He know everything about everybody. He sat at dinner tables with everybody.
Now, we probably ain't gonna never get Wack on the show, but it's all good. We standing on business.
It's crazy. But regardless, he's still doing some way out shit, man. But whatever.
I just didn't respect that, man. I don't like how people be quick to even with deaths. You see people quick to run and this person died. This hurt, and they ain't even confirmed it yet. Right. It's like, bro, and then these people family are sometimes finding out this information on social media before they even know about it. Or people that's posting pictures of deaths and stuff like that. I just don't like the time frame, the time that we're in when people just all about the camera, all about delivering information, and they want to be the first ones to deliver something, whether it be information or a picture. And one thing I don't respect either, man, I saw a guy, he was a coworker too. He went to another coworker's funeral. I mean, what is it? The wake? I mean, the viewing. And he took a picture of this man in a casket and posted it online and said he just showing support or whatever like that. And I ain't seen him or talked to him about it, but I just didn't respect that because why are you taking pictures of this man, putting them online? Like,
everybody want to be involved with something, man. I want to be involved. I want to be included. I want you to know that I'm included.
Right.
Like, this shit is crazy, man.
I don't like that, period. I don't think nobody said, because some people like to do that at funerals and they'll take a picture. Why? For what? Why would you want a picture of somebody?
For the immediate family, if that's what you choose to do,
yeah,
God bless you.
I don't agree
know.
with that. I don't like it even as an immediate family. But yeah, you can't. Hey, if that's what you want to do, like you said.
I think anybody outside of it, outside of the immediate family, is wrong for that. The immediate family could take a picture of the person, like especially like, oh, Granny look good in the casket, or Dad look good in the casket.
Well, why would you want that to be the last image you have of your person?
You seeing it anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to save the image. Like
Hey,
a lot of times, I don't even like going up there to see the.
Talk about making it a broader spectrum. What about when these people parade their dead ones on motorcycles and others? Stuff like that?
I mean, hey, that's each his own with that. I don't. Hey, man.
So I mean, can you take a picture of that?
They do. They
do. They put it on.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, what is the difference?
I just don't respect it. I don't like it. Me, I'm just a person that I want to remember the person like I remember them. I want to remember memories, the last laughs and fun times we had. I don't want to see you laying in the casket. And
if you go to the funeral, that's what you're gonna remember.
But that's why sometimes I don't go. But I also understand that's just the that's what they do now. But that's tradition. But I do feel like I'm a firm believer that's just a shell. That's just a body. So that ain't even my loved one in there. So why am I taking a picture of that? That's not even the regular body that they had. That's now they didn't try to fix this body up, this shell up, just to be visible for us. And it's like that's not how I want to see my loved one.
I get it, but that's who you still recognize. Whether the soul is gone, you recognize this person because once they do come view the body.
Right.
In certain situations, you have to say, okay, well, yeah, I know this is
yeah.
So that's the image that you know. But like I said, I don't have no problem with immediate family doing it, but anybody outside of that, that's some weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, even if somebody want to do that, cool. But I just don't like it, especially if you posting it online.
Right.
It's like I don't believe you should post no dead person online.
Mm-hmm.
I mean. Like I remember years ago, it was on off of Florence and over there by that car wash. I don't know if y'all remember that. Them two brothers that got killed, and that happened to be an operator out of 5. That was her kids.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they killed them, and she found out, like on the internet. And all you see is them bloody online. People just quit to run and do shit like that. That shit ain't cool, man. That shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? So I just don't respect that. I don't respect somebody quick to kind of run and tell you some bad news. Niggas won't tell you nothing good. You know what I mean? But they quick to try to run it. Oh, I heard this happen or this happened. And then the worst motherfuckers is I just talked to him yesterday when somebody died. I was just with him. Or no, please answer your phone. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, if somebody dead, they dead. Or the people that want to ask what happened. You know what I mean? I don't like the what happened motherfuckers.
Yeah. Only if I know, like, close. And I don't even need details.
But that's a phone call, though.
I need to, like, I don't need to know, but I'll ask, like, damn, like, what happened?
On social media, though?
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
People do that. They'll put the picture up, then they'll type in the comments what happened, and then the person say, DM me.
Right. But
but if I know somebody that passed away and I know somebody that was close, I'll DM, like, is there, like, how you doing and what happened? They'll give me the surface. But I don't need detail because you can pretty much hear it anyway.
Yeah, if it's somebody that's, like you said, close, then but that's a private conversation.
Right.
If I got your number, I'm going to call you, or like you said, I might message you, like, hit me, like, I mean, or something like that. Mm-hmm. But as far as, I don't like the people that's right on the thing. Oh, what happened? Especially if they don't know them. It's strange. They're like, what happened? And say, I don't like that shit. But then people do that shit, like people that be in the hospital and take a picture of themselves. And then you want the attention, and then you never say what's going on, or are you okay, and nothing. But I feel like if you the one took the picture, nigga, you okay. I ain't saying
that's crazy,
shit,
man. You got the IV and you just taking the picture of your hand.
And everybody like, what happened? You not responding to none of the messages.
Right.
Now that shit I hate. I mean, but yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, man, I just feel like people are a little insensitive sometimes. And you shouldn't really do that, especially if you didn't get the family's permission. Now, I don't know if he did or whatever. But that ain't cool, man. But yeah, man, that was some bullshit, man. But moving along, man. Hey, I was just thinking about this. So, have y'all ever worked graveyard?
Yep.
Like as a run?
Yep.
As a okay. So
that was my first 2 years at MTA.
Well, I mean, you came. That was BDOF. So you had BDOF, right?
Right. But we had to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm talking about now. Okay, now where you at now? Let me rephrase the question.
No.
Now where you at now? Would you work graveyard?
Where I'm at now?
I mean, just in your life, where you at in your life right
after
now?
BDOF, I did everything.
Man, don't nobody know what BD was.
I know, but
Business development.
If you know, you know. But
I never knew what that shit meant.
He don't know.
Yeah.
No.
But
Business development of something.
After that, I had runs and stuff, and then I went back to the house.
Right.
At 7. So yeah, I've done it.
Oh, but early on, right after.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No. This was at 7. This was like probably 10 years in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went back
House?
to the house. Yeah.
Okay.
I was on the 20.
How did you feel doing it though?
I was just doing it due to the
Schedules.
schedulings of the family. So, now the kids are older and stuff like that. I ain't got to take them to school and shit like that. But yeah, I would. But as of right now, I wouldn't.
What about you?
Nah, I did. I think I did.
Why you got your shoe off, nigga?
It's hot, bro. When I'm hot,
Your
I'm
feet
hot.
hot.
feet hot?
Ashy feet.
Yes, my feet hot. No, ashy and ashy. Told you I put lotion on. Oil.
Okay.
No. I think the latest for right now was 8 to 4, and I did that one night, and I could do it, but I can't.
8 to 4.
That's
pretty much.
Well, the reason why I asked that question is because we all in relationships and got wives and stuff like that. And do you feel like over time that can damage your marriage or your relationship if you did that over time? Like,
If y'all missing each other,
right.
yes. And you would have to have, there would have to be a lot of compromise in time. And you have to have the same days off.
Right, because if you don't, and y'all really missing each other, like you allowing your woman, how long do you really want to allow your woman in that bed by herself every night? Now she going to work and Reggie at work.
The smell of Reggie.
Yeah, sweet cologne. He got cologne on. He telling her, man, you looking good. He giving her all that attention.
He was already giving her attention from the beginning.
Right.
So,
but what is the difference? You saying he sending messages, so I mean throughout the day and throughout the night, you still sending your wife messages as well, right?
you ain't there.
Yeah, you're not there.
Reggie is there. She sees
Reggie at work. You at work.
I know, but
I know what you're getting at.
But I'm saying and then intimacy is important in a relationship.
And if
I ain't
y'all,
had it in a while, so I don't know.
you
what
ain't
the fuck
got
it
no
is no more.
kids, it's easy for Reggie to come over while you're at work.
Golly, why didn't I take it?
Oh, Reggie came to the house.
Reggie gonna
I'm
get his
just
ass.
saying,
Reggie at the house.
It could get there.
Reggie at the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Hey, Reggie might be at
Or
my
at
house.
work.
Yeah,
or on
or
lunch.
at work, yeah.
Or
Reggie
in the
might
break
be at my
room
house.
or in the little room.
Mom called, tell the kids, or tell Granny to watch the kids for a few
Shoot,
more
me
hours.
knowing the woman that I did, they be in the hotel.
Or Broadway 104. Not that I hourly. No, I'm just saying that's what Reggie would be doing.
Right.
Nah, but
over here in La Brea.
yeah, that's crazy.
No
Yeah,
other
man.
spots,
No, all the spots. Nah,
Western,
but,
the snooty fucks.
nah, but I'm just saying that's the thing. And then some people I know sometimes you have to sacrifice because of schedule and stuff like that, and for the family and kids. But because I know some people at work that just do that and has been doing it for years, and I always think like, damn,
Right.
how are y'all staying married and happy, and are y'all, you know what I mean?
Are they?
And that's what I don't know.
Because it's a lot of people. When we first got there, we seen like it was just way out, but a lot of people might not be happy, and that's their way to, to stay away from a situation that they're not happy in.
Right, yeah.
So,
And then I don't know, man. And then would you want your woman? Of course, if we wouldn't do it, wouldn't want
I
our
don't
woman
know.
to do that.
Y'all have a whole different outlook than I have. I live by myself, so me going home to myself. Only worry I have is my son. If he's gonna go to sleep at 10:30 or whatever else, you know what I mean. But that
man,
aspect,
you can play all this little tough shit. You care, man. You care.
So much drama has transpired.
I think you have to be careful on what you let out, because if you working on something, bro, that's a part of it. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, if you
of
put out
course.
negative, you're gonna get negative. The energy you put out is what you're gonna get back.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. For the
you
most
gotta-
part, you care.
yeah, you gotta be careful of what you're saying, even on here. I don't
I'm
know.
not saying nothing. I haven't said nothing derogatory.
What? No,
I just said I live at home by myself, so I don't know what you guys go through. Like she works in the AM. I work from midday. So yes, when I do get off,
I'm
I
saying
see
you
you.
like, oh, I ain't had sex and I don't get.
But I didn't say none of that. You don't. Bring
You did say that. Nigga, but I'm just saying. You said it, man. I'm just saying you gotta. You know what I mean? Hey man, you gotta.
No.
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 A lot of
no,
times,
no,
a lot of times, I think people always feel like they right. I'm saying the things you feel like she need to work on or she could work on. It's some things you gotta look in that mirror.
Oh, most
too.
definitely.
I mean,
Now
we
that
ain't
part I
always
agree.
right.
We just that drama shit. Right
I didn't
now.
want to become a
Stop
whole
the
little.
man in the mirror.
I didn't want to get on that, but yeah, I just did think about that. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do that.
I definitely wouldn't want my wife to work overnight. I definitely wouldn't.
Because
I would
Reggie
have
there
to-
too.
I would have to.
Reggie got
Reggie
working
there.
overnight.
As soon as she get to work, he got the Starbucks coffee she liking
Man.
everything.
Now that's even worse, right?
With our
Hey,
job,
knowing the Starbucks coffee order.
I will be tired like a motherfucker. 'Cause I'll be riding every night, man, for real. Or I'll be jobless. I can't. As much as we know what women go through on our job, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not having it at all.
Right.
At all.
And then how are you? And then a lot of them, I be seeing them too. A lot of them are not responding how you would want your woman to
Right,
respond.
yeah.
A lot of them, like they're not shutting it down and nipping stuff in the
yeah,
butt.
yeah.
They kind of, not to say they
They entertain.
yeah, they entertain it a little bit. They might not be like trying to bring the advances on, but they're not, when it's said, they might smile or say you stupid or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not how you stop some shit.
Nah.
You got, if my wife like, how are you stupid? No, nigga. You said that nigga don't play with me like that.
Right. For real.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
it's a way a woman should do it, but in certain workplaces they don't, because they're gonna continue seeing that
Man,
person.
look, they like to flirt too. We just gonna be real. They like to flirt too. You know what I'm saying? They like the attention.
They don't like to be mean.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with
About
being
be
mean.
mean.
Oh, I was talking about us. We got
Because
it's a whole lot of women. It's a whole lot of women at the
they-
workplace who know how to put their foot down. They just don't.
Yeah, they Ayesha Curry out here, man. They want the attention somewhere too.
man.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
eventually it started to get to that. Let me know if do I still
Yeah.
got it, and yeah, but it's like
I think that's my
man.
case. That's honestly, I love that you said that. The Ayesha Curry, like, yeah, I get mine's, compliments and everything else, but mine's be worried about everything else. What I'm not saying.
See, so yeah, yeah.
Where Reggie at?
That nigga looking over me over there.
Hey, my Reggie at work in a union station with coffee.
Yo, Reggie.
That's my girl.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, bro. But you definitely gotta you gotta give your woman compliments and stuff like that, because it's a nigga there that's gonna do it, and vice versa, ladies. It's women that want to give us compliments and tell us we smell good and all that. And we don't. Let's be real. We don't like to be mean and assholes, but we ain't just like, bitch, get off me. Watch out. Bye, bye. But in my mind, I'm like, man, bitch, get off. Watch out.
Hey, Alan, where your bitch blockers at? Where
I can't wear the good cologne at work.
Yeah. You not allowed to, or you just
No,
don't?
he can only wear Axe.
Don't let you
Yo, my mama, she was getting me Axe. I'm not wearing Axe.
Yeah, she probably mark a line
I'll get
with a marker. Like, let me see if this nigga wearing this.
No work. NW. No work.
I get the Nauticas. I get the Adidas for work.
Oh
but-
God,
Oh,
I
that's
all the-
them
yeah.
can
snakes.
still smell good.
Yeah,
though.
little
Nah,
bit.
can still smell
Yeah.
the blue. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But
But
nah,
I'm like, shit, you wear your shit at work, so I'm wearing my shit at
right?
work.
They be all sprayed
Yeah.
up. Everything.
Man, they use two different fragrances.
looking all. I told Brittany, you kind of who you looking good for?
One day I took my girl to work. What perfume is that? That's the one you bought me. What, Gucci? She was like, Marc Jacobs. I said, are you going to work with it?
But I don't care about the cologne because I wear all my colognes at work. I don't care about that. Shit. I like to look good at work too. I like I put my clothes in the cleaners. I like to keep myself up, and I would want my woman to keep herself up. And it's all about trust and everything. But yeah, shut down that bullshit if you get some of that shit. Because I'm sure
I'm gonna put a shutdown video on this motherfucker too.
And then it's all in how you carry yourself. They'll know what they can say and how can they approach you. Because if you coming across a certain way, then that's how it's going. How they going. Even with us as men, like we move. We got to move a certain way too. So they'll know. Respect your situation. Yeah. Next topic, man.
What we got?
Oh, you could go ahead with this one, man.
Oh, it's funny. I was having a conversation with somebody with this one. Should we start pushing our kids to college?
Should we still?
Should we still be pushing our kids to go to college?
Man,
I wish you would play that video I sent The gentleman who was like, I would spend 4 years in college, and now they mad at me because I don't have the experience of the job, but I have the degree.
Yeah, I mean, that shit, we already know what's going on. A lot of times they going to these colleges, man, they getting in debt, they getting a degree, they getting in debt, but it's hard to get jobs after the fact.
In the field that they going for.
A lot of times, now when you get to the job and start applying for these jobs, they see the degree, but they like, you ain't got no experience. Well, how the hell I'm gonna have experience? Right. I'm in college.
And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Why I say that is because when I was out of work for a couple of months, it was like, bro, I had 10 years of management, 16 years of management of experience. But everybody was like, oh, in order to start making 100 and 175, you need a degree. I'm like, bro, like, but you know what I mean? So it was like, it was the opposite for me.
So they doing it both ways. I feel like they telling them like you need experience, and they telling the people with experience you need a degree.
Well, we know a lot of it plays a part in race too.
Yep. Trust me.
You would think that that's out of the way, but no.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So
I went on a job interview. It was for a lending company. I was supposed to be an operations manager for them. It was two Hispanics in it. It was two Hispanics. One of the questions was if you know what I mean. We try to stay clean cut, but if we needed you to cut your hair, you know, would you cut your hair? I'm like, what does my hair have to do with the job? I said, as long as we come and it's nice and neat and it's appropriate for the workspace. I said, but at the end of the day, if you look at the other people who's out there, are you gonna ask them the same questions? They had buns sitting on top of their head, even the people who was working it, even the gentleman who was interviewing. I was like, so I mean, did they ask you to cut your hair, or is it just because I'm a black person? So like, it's a couple of interviews that I've been on that it just felt like it was one for Arizona. I was supposed to be operations manager for them, for Arizona to drink. And the gentleman, he looked at me and was just like, you know what I mean? The interview went so one-sided to it wasn't even funny. Like he would start asking questions that wasn't even supposed to be asked.
What I do feel, man, is I feel like college it can be cool, but I do feel like it's an older concept. Mm-hmm. I feel like nowadays, and college ain't for everybody.
No. Yeah.
And I feel like nowadays, I want to push my kids to be creative, to kind of create something, use their brains, because it's like nowadays we using kind of the same methods and stuff like that, but times have changed. Yeah. Technology has changed. You could become a millionaire in your living room with a phone. Right.
You know what I mean? Why you think we doing this? You
seen Steve Jobs start iPhone. You seen the guy from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, start Amazon in his garage. AAA. A lot of these companies, it's like they're eliminating the middleman. I mean, they becoming the middleman. They starting stuff like AAA. AAA can be ran from a computer. Yeah. I ain't even doing nothing. All I'm doing is getting companies that already got tow trucks, and I'm telling them, hey, I got a system set up to where you can call us. I'm just essentially, we what is that when you get in a broker? A broker. I mean, you know, and then even with social media. So it's like you got to tap into these kids' brains. That's why coding and a lot of things like this, these programs starting to come in schools and stuff like that, because the internet is here, man. They need to start taking advantage of this, and it's a lot of money to be made
AI
with these computers.
Coming.
And
AI gonna put a whole lot of people
right. That too.
I'm telling them scholarships, especially if we putting our kids in the sports. Not saying that's the only way, but if they really love it, academic scholarship or sports scholarship. That's why I'm pushing like good grades now. Because my nephew got a free ride to Santa Barbara, so and it can be done.
No, it definitely can be done. Yeah. But I mean, just even outside
just going,
outside of
accumulating all them damn loans.
Yeah. No. But even outside of,
I would say, I apologize. Go ahead.
Even outside of now, if you want to go to college, cool. But it's like
JC,
sometimes
I would say JC.
Sometimes kids kind of get confused. They don't really know what they want to do, and they don't even know all the avenues and the things that's out here for them, as far as trade schools and stuff where they can get a trade and become an electrician or a plumber, like trades like that, to where you can make a lot of money. Start your own business and make a lot of money for yourself, or get with a big company like Metro or the city of LA and become an electrician. So it's like a lot of other little avenues to take aside from just going to college. There's also fire department. It's all other avenues that you can take. You don't necessarily have to go. I'm not saying it's not a good thing if you know what you want to do. I think it's about us being involved in our kids' life. Like our parents probably didn't know. So my mom didn't know nothing about finding out what kind of loans and grants and stuff was available for me.
Either.
You know what I mean? So now we kind of got to go and tap into that and help our kids because it's a lot of grants and loans and scholarships that's out there. We got to apply, but sometimes we don't know what's available, and these counselors ain't really the research, they ain't really helping our kids like that.
And now you can do college courses while you're in school, so that's what I'm pushing on my kids too. While you're in high school, just take a few college courses.
Right.
Summer school, fuck it, your summer's gonna be gone because you're gonna be focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
But do you push them? What if they want to just enjoy their summer?
we can still do shit.
No, I mean when I say that because I know some kids love school. Like I love mama. I got a little lady. She 10 years old. She loves school. Like when I say she loved everything about school, she loved the fraternize. She loved to learn. She's a real fast learner. She's just one of those people. It's one of those little people who just resonates with school. And then you have somebody else who just I'm in school just because I have to be.
I think it depends on if some kids kind of can pick up where they left off, but some of them may get lost and take a drop. So if you know your kid is one of those kids where you got to keep, you want to put them in summer school, even if they need to be or not.
3 months, they just doing this is like, who said that? I think Dr. Umar said it. He said, when the last time your son or your child picked up a book while they out for summer school or summer? So
I made sure my son got 3 of them.
That's why, like, Aaron is going to this early college. It's from 6 to 12, and it's like I'm trying to put them in schools that's going to kind of get them prepared. I mean, and ready, and they have different type of classes and stuff like that. Like Junior got theology and all kind of little stuff.
Yeah, that's what they got now, theology. And
all kind of stuff.
Other courses.
Some of these classes they got, boy. They bring some of this homework home, and I be looking at this shit like,
oh, your kids get homework?
Well, they gonna be like, I only got this or I only got
no. I'm just saying in general. Like my son goes to Nemo, the old Henry Clay.
You ain't gotta tell them
the old Henry Clay. No, he goes to the old Henry Clay, and he has no homework, like none of the days.
Are you asking him or are you checking?
No, I'm checking. They have no homework.
Yeah, you definitely gotta check, man. But everything is online.
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
go on them little apps
everything is online, and it's like what I tell him to do since you don't have homework. You can go back and redo the course that you did at school, redo the course, and go from there.
Or just get them on something reading, man, to read something, man. And I always tell myself I want to get start a little club with them, like, cause I feel like I have to read a book, and we can read the book at the same time, and then I can ask you, we can talk about it together. Then that way I know you know. Because my grandma, we would sit down and we had to do book reports and we had to read the newspaper and then write about it and stuff like that. We had flashcards. I knew all my timetables when I was in 2nd grade. Like, I mean, like, she kind of had us on that. I mean, and it's just,
Yeah, but that's why I got.
But we only had Nintendo. Like, we didn't have, and that was actually, But yeah, man. So, I definitely think college is what you make it, but we definitely got to support our kids and be in our kids' lives, but also give them other avenues and let them know, like, okay, just in case if you don't want to go this route,
find them a fast track to something else.
Find them other, help them through life.
There's so many
ways.
options. There's so many avenues. It's not just this.
Right.
Because with us, it was a scholarship. If you didn't get a scholarship, then you had to do this.
Well, with us, they just said they didn't explain. Like you said, they didn't explain it to us. Just go to college.
That was the way, because that's all they knew. You got to do this, you got to do that. But also, like, I want to buy my kids some things. I want to teach them how to create clothes. Like, you could sell. You be shopping online and y'all buying all this stuff.
Why the fuck you keep looking at me?
Because you got some shit at home that you can teach yours.
Y'all buying this shit. Y'all being expensive, but you can literally make your own clothes and wear your own clothing line and then sell it to your homies. Like, I mean, I want to teach them that hustle mentality. Right. To where you can create a brand and create something.
Alan, he was taking Crystal Lights to school in junior high, selling them.
That's dope, though.
He's a businessman.
Yeah, he was selling. Amani was making bracelets. He was taking. She would sell some. He would sell some.
That's dope, man. But that's what I mean about thinking as a business early on. Like, oh, I could do this, and I ain't gotta work for nobody. Right. You don't have to work for You could become your own boss. Yeah. Like, and that's what I want. That's what I'm talking about as far as teaching our kids.
I was thinking about taking them to Dollar Tree and getting some candy so he can be the candy dude. Yeah. But I don't know, because I remember in high school they had the the candy dude. CD dude, all that shit. So,
We had a dude. His dad used to make sound. He used to bring sound rolls, all kind of sandwiches to sell them, man, for like $6 Them shits was fire though. I mean, you had to run and make sure he still had some. But I mean, it's all kind of ways.
But they have to be there mentally to want to do it though.
But you see, like in the pandemic, that the pandemic made so many, even because a lot of people tapped into social media, tapped into TikTok, and you starting to see so many people realize, oh, I can be my own vendor. People can't go out into restaurants. A lot of people started their own businesses, their own kitchens, selling food out their house or setting up somewhere selling food, and now that's what you see. You see them selling, whether it be they doing all kind of stuff now.
My man Benny Siegel, he out there doing this thing with the food truck.
Is that
now.
right?
Yeah.
The rapper Benny Siegel?
Yeah.
Oh, but see, that's dope. So you starting to see that's a whole avenue to tap into, man. A lot of rappers a few rappers are starting to do that. Warren G with the barbecue
Warren
and
G with the
everything.
Even Big Boy, Bun B with the hamburgers.
But that's the avenue out here. That's why I say it's money. You can sell. I was thinking about that, getting a truck. I'm like, I started pricing everything when I was really tapped into the barbecue, and I was during COVID.
I think you know what?
COVID.
I think COVID is what pushed more foodies out there.
I definitely do a little bit. I was gonna make something today, man. I was gonna, but me and Brandon went out to dinner last night, but I was gonna get some ribs and do something. But next podcast, I'm gonna do some ribs and I'm gonna have some.
We'll see.
No, I am.
I heard that. We'll see.
I'm gonna have some, man. They're gonna be ready for. I promise y'all. But yeah, man. So like we said, college is good. It's a good tool, but it's not the only tool. You know,
No, it's not the only tool.
Explore all the other options too.
And definitely try to get that free money. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why you get with the counselors first. I think that's one thing I know when my son do get to high school, I'm gonna get with the counselor to see what all kind of Pell grants they can get. What grants comes up, what new grants is coming up for California.
Like this is my son's senior year, and I'm like, I know I gotta get in there with him because they kind of like. Not timid, but they a little like, they kind of don't know how to.
They don't know what to do. That's the whole point.
They kind of be lost a little bit.
Like,
I go, but they be scared to go in there and talk. That's what they there for. These counselors are there.
They don't really understand the importance of a counselor because I know I didn't. Like, only reason I took the SAT and got what I got is because somebody in the class was like, I'm about to go take the SAT this weekend. I'm like, oh, you taking it? Oh, let me go talk to my counselor to go take it. I ain't think about nothing about the SATs.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But okay, next topic, man. Anybody want to go into this?
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about it.
I mean, we gotta talk. I mean, we.
Why is there so much homosexuality in the church? Oh shit!
I mean, we pride on ourselves. We say what they want, right? So that is a thing that I think a lot of people don't talk about. It is a thing since we've been growing up, whether it been your choir director, one of the pastors, or he was in the choir or something like that. There is, and not just men. Like there has been the whole time, homosexuality in the church. And
I'll say this: me growing up in church, being in the choir and all that, I never.
You was in the choir?
Yeah,
he was a tenor.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know that. I mean,
I was in the choir.
He tell us.
I
never. I just didn't know you went to church. No,
I never. I had solos and everything, man.
Oh, what?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that. You ain't tell us that.
Look.
He kept that a secret.
My mama got a video. If I get a video,
we definitely got to run that.
I'll show it.
I don't want to hear.
So you had solos, and then on your other time, you used to go.
As I look back over my life, I can see.
Stop it.
All the way you blessing me. Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
They were like, man, work with him, Jesus. Work with him.
Then you went and joined the dog pound.
But I never looked or even paid attention. I was oblivious to that. Mm-hmm. Even though when you look back and say, okay, well maybe he was.
So he out there.
Over there, he over zesty with it. Just
you didn't know.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Come on, Alan.
I was.
You didn't know. God. There you go, boy. Get it, boy. How you think you got a solo?
That was
my next question. How did you get a solo?
Knock it off, man. That's
Was it a man? Choir director?
No. The choir director was Cedric, much respected, and he wasn't that. Rest in peace to him. But it was just maybe just other people, whatever. But I wasn't even looking or thinking about that. But I seen the video.
That's what I was about to say. Bringing up the concept.
I seen the video where
crazy. Just
I forgot what's the dude name that do the interview.
I don't know.
I forgot him, but he was talking to I guess he was a pastor, and he was asking.
Oh yeah, he was deflecting.
Yeah, he was asking so you're gay. If God wanted this, how come you guys can't have kids and this and that? So the man was like, I'm uncomfortable. I can't, he was basically deflecting the whole conversation because in my mind, I see he didn't have no way to explain it.
He basically was saying if God meant for y'all to be together, why he didn't make it possible for you guys to create, procreate. So it's like, and then he was like, well, he went again. He like, I don't feel like we should go into. He didn't want to talk about it because he felt like it was going against what he was, or you know what I mean.
And it was going against what he was, but he can't explain it, and that's the thing.
It's just a question. No,
it's a question, but you can't explain it. You can't make sense of it. If you're preaching from the Bible, you can't make sense of it.
Right.
But people like to go from different scriptures like God loves everybody. That's true.
Right.
God loves everybody. He loves the murderer too, but you still doing wrong.
So y'all feel like it's can you go to a church with gay pastor or gay with a gay pastor?
I ain't going.
What is he preaching?
About the Bible.
Okay, so
you can't.
That's it.
You can't.
So you can't.
You can't go to a gay. Main reason because it's not everything that you read in the Bible is against who you are as a person. Period.
Wait, say again.
Everything that a gay pastor is talking in the Bible is everything that's just going against on what the Bible says. Period.
That's if he's preaching that. If he's not preaching that, if he's preaching the word, it don't matter. It's the pastor's point of view on who he is. That's why you study to show thyself approved.
Exactly.
Like
who he is from the peers, and he's going from who he is to the peers and how the peers view him. If they know he's gay, I mean, you're not going to get a whole lot of message across.
What is he preaching?
Don't matter what he preaches. I'm like, that nigga gay.
Well, that's you. That's your, that's it because you're blinded.
So what exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that I get it. I understand. If you trying to preach homosexuality, you can't justify it with that. That's what I'm saying.
So you saying if he's not preaching homosexuality, he's preaching out there.
Yeah, because you can't expect everybody to be the same. Everybody's not the same.
So you don't mind long as he's not preaching homosexuality. I don't think none of them would get up there preaching that.
Right.
So that's you can then. So you saying you can go to a church?
I don't think
with
you
a
can.
pastor.
I don't think you can preach.
Whether I agree with it or not.
Right.
I might not agree with the lifestyle, but when you go to church, you're looking at somebody that's because he's not
a leader when you go to church.
No, you're not looking for no damn leader.
Yes, you are. It's called fellowship, and the leader of the church is the pastor.
So you don't feel like
you're not looking for no leader.
So you don't feel like we should hold. So you don't hold a little bit. You don't hold your pastor to a little standard. Not saying he got to be Christ-like, but you don't hold some.
Nope, that's what it is. That's why you go to church, to be Christ-like.
I'm saying we ain't. None of us aren't Christ-like.
Nobody is.
It's blasphemous.
Because you heard stories of pastors doing a lot of stuff. Just because it's homosexuality, what's the difference?
No, but I'm saying not even just homosexuality. I mean, do you hold? Because everybody, saying they got to be Christ-like, but I mean, we can say that. Oh yeah, they ain't supposed to be. We ain't supposed to be looking up to them and all that. But come on now, bro, you ain't gonna just anybody like you ain't gonna hang with a friend that's just doing bullshit.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. No sin is greater than the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I go to church and I'm looking at everything. Unfortunately, we get distracted by a lot of bullshit. So I'm watching and seeing if I see some faulty stuff. If I see it, that's going to turn me off from the church. If you happen to be homosexual, that's what you choose to do. But don't try to justify it because it's not right.
So he leading his sheep and he gay as shit.
You don't have to actually speak. You don't have to actually get up there preaching that you justify it, but you're in a lifestyle. So ain't that justifying it if you preaching it?
He's in a lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
But you preaching a word to me that doesn't justify what you're doing.
He preaching it to everybody else. That
I know. To
he's
us,
preaching
to
to all the sinners.
To the congregation.
He's preaching to all
and
the
he's
sinners.
constantly in sin.
Or she, because kind of.
Yeah.
he's preaching to
We
all
just
the
saying
sinners.
he because it's just
Right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I could go, whether I agree or not. Would I choose a specific?
podcasting.
Would I?
exactly.
Would I choose a specific church that I know? No, I wouldn't.
Because what if your pastor got out of there, he threw his chucks on, he threw his dickies on, you know what I mean?
I ran across pastors like that.
Chucks and dickies, and
but
we're still the rag.
No,
though.
I'm
He
saying
got
they
the
did the
rag
prison
on
time and all that. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, a lot of them come from that
Right.
lifestyle.
So it's like, it's not my place to judge. Like I said, I wouldn't specifically go knowing, let me go see what this is about because I know he's gay.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I'm not doing that. But
if you got there, he twirled around.
If it just happened to come out after I've been there a few times, I'm
A
like,
lot of times you don't know though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't know.
I'm
talking about if you do know. That's the question. If you do know.
But now it
Would you go to your mama church?
Never. I ain't never been to my mama church.
That was it was.
I can't do it because she tried to take my son to
I'm
the
saying
church.
if your mama was a preacher.
No, I couldn't go to her church.
Oh.
Like even with my mom, she goes to a gay church. She be trying to take my son.
Wait, what's a gay church?
Well, everybody there is gay.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
They got a gay church.
Yes.
They got a gay church.
They got whole gay churches?
It's one,
whole
it's one on Robinson.
Golly.
Down the street from the division. So you wouldn't go to church, but the preacher is gay, right? Mm-hmm. God bless moms. I love you, Mom. This is not no thing. But do you think that's a influence on your kids because moms is, her lifestyle?
Because they're not with moms all the time. They're not with moms all the time.
See where you going.
Right. So that's what I'm
Me
saying.
too.
So your mom could be still grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no judgment there. Because your mom is not preaching that.
Exactly.
So why the pastor can't?
Right.
Because the pastor is a leader of the flock.
But your mom go to church.
Your mama leader too.
No, my mama a leader of
She the
herself.
leader of your family.
No, she not.
Damn, man. Mama, you the leader. Of
Mama is the matriarch right now.
She
you know what I'm saying?
She the matriarch, but like I said, I wouldn't let my son go to her church.
No. That's a different type of church.
Even if my mom was a pastor or whatever else, I still wouldn't go to church.
That's a different type of church. That's an actual homosexual church. So
exactly.
That's different.
Damn, they got homosexual churches.
So to try to pass off like, oh well, your mom. Nah, I guess I'm just different. I've been in that, and my mom has put all her kids in that lifestyle for so long. We just have a different mindset.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Damn, I didn't know they had homosexual churches, but you do find a lot of that in the church. I mean, to each his. I guess you can't judge. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times you don't know. Sometimes
you can't judge,
know.
but you see more gay people fighting for their rights in the church. And when it comes to, being choir directors and everything else in the churches, then you know what I mean. And the pastors, when the pastors do talk about gay situations, like straight pastors do talk about gay situations, guess who get all mad?
Of course, but we all judge to a certain extent.
That's what I was about to say. Even though we say it's hard to judge, come on now, we human. We're gonna judge. So just like you said, if I didn't know,
once you have an opinion on something, that's you judging it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not condemning them. You're not talking down on them, but
Yeah. Hey man, I think I don't know necessarily if as far as members, cool, but I don't know if it was a gay pastor. If I don't know if I could go, and that's just me being real. I mean,
I can't. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It ain't just a no off top, but I don't know.
right.
You know what I mean? But I don't. I'm not like to where some Christians is. They condemn them all and shit like that, and say like you going to hell and doing. I don't know.
So that's why it's gay churches, because now everybody in there feel comfortable because
That's
of
why
that.
I say you can find anything to agree with your thoughts, your lifestyle. Yeah, you can find it, man. So they'll take scriptures from the Bible to justify their lifestyle.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hey, to each his own, man. That's why we all gotta pray to our God, man, and have our relationship with God. And like you said, you can't really go through man with your to get a relationship with God. You got to find that on your own. You know what I mean? All right, we got 2 more, man.
This is more me too. Is it okay for a stepdad or stepmom to check or discipline the child in the house?
Okay, why you want to talk about this topic? I mean, what is the context of it?
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
No, I know, but I thought he kind of had a little more. You
no.
just because you sent the video. All right.
No, it was no. I guess all right. So when I sent the nature of the video in a group chat, it was just to show how this lady is talking to this man and he's taking care of the whole household. I'm not saying this is what I went through because you're not talking to me like that.
And he didn't do anything physical. I don't think. I think he just said something. But
exactly
the way she was talking, okay.
Well, she don't respect him anyway.
Yeah, deuces. I'm out of here.
I think if you in a household, if I'm buying or providing anything financially for these kids, taking care of these kids, then I should have a right to say something. I'm not saying whoop them and put my hands on them, but I should have a right to say something and check them when they're out of line. Because it's like, why am I good to use my money or whatever, use me for what you want to use me for?
Yeah, exactly.
Or provide a roof over their head or whatever, but
she
I
was
can't.
Just using that man for sex.
You said
he was to me, he was doing too much of trying to explain and trying to get answers. Like that's way too much, bro. Just she's showing you who she is.
Exactly.
He should have been out of there.
Out of there.
Out of there.
But she's saying that's what we have. That they have a dad. That's what the dad for. But the dad is not in his house right now. He's not here. And we have our own rules here. The dad can be a dad over. He can be they're a dad, but he has his set of rules over there. When they under this roof right now, so they have a set of rules. Now I don't know if he lived in the house or not, but I'm just saying if I'm here and I'm helping out, then I'm gonna be able to say something to the kids, and vice versa. If I have a woman in this house that I've been with for a while, not just some because I'm not bringing nobody around my kids that I haven't been with for a while anyway, and that I don't trust to make those kind of decisions or whatever. You know what I mean?
But she was saying that. She was saying all of that. She was saying, we don't need this. We don't need you. We don't need that. So it's she was doing too much, and he was just sitting there taking it. Like, nah.
And she was basically letting know, like, you basically here for money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I definitely think if you're in a situation, man, with a step kids, or I mean, and you have a spouse or whatever, like, I mean, if you a person and you have a person around your kids, you shouldn't bring nobody around your kids that you don't want to correct your kids when it's time to correct them. If it's an adult, if you trust an adult to be around your kids, you should trust them to correct them. That's like if we here and my kids, or if I'm not there and my kids are out of line, y'all get my kids in line. I'm not gonna be like, why you say something to my kids? If they out of line, it takes a village. We all raising our kids, so it's like I know y'all ain't gonna. Say nothing wrong or do nothing wrong. If they out of line, check them. And my kids gonna respect y'all like they gonna respect me. But I only have people around me that I trust in that way, or gonna have my kids around people that I trust.
I think I've been in a situation reverse of this. Every person that I've been with who had kids. Me and the dad has always got along. Even from my wife to my girlfriend now. Like I've always treated everybody's kids as they're mine. There's no differences. Even if one person gets my son gets shoes, their kids get shoes. But it's funny to me because with the dads of the kids that I take care of, always complimented me. I appreciate the way you take care of my kids, and the way you speak. I know you being in the household. Like I've gotten complimented twice from
what kind of shoes you getting?
Same shoes I get. Ain't no difference. Except for my sons. Them niggas same size as me. That's why I'm glad I have a whole lot of shoes because I just give them my old shoes that's not even dirty.
So can I ask you a question if you don't mind, like a personal question? You kind of in a situation to where your son is living with his mom and then with another guy around, right? How do you feel about that as far as him? Do you mind if he chastises or corrects your son?
That was a question.
Yeah, no, I know what the question was. Because I could take this two ways. The first way I could take it answer the question. I mean, I can answer the question two ways. Is how me and him has been getting along, or haven't been getting along, or I could just do the generic answer. The generic answer is, hey, as long as he's like, it has to be a timeline. Like the generic answer is this: it has to be a timeline for you to even chastise my son, because I'm here. I'm dad. I'm still available. I'm in my son's life at all times. So now if you're with the mom and he's disrespecting the mom and you step in, I have no problem. That's because I'm not in that household. If the mom understands and respects this gentleman to let her son, to let him do it, then you know what I mean? I respect the mom to do it. But in my situation now, oh, fuck old boy, yep. Can't do it.
So basically, it's situational. It's like, everything is situational.
Bro, see, what the situation at hand is this.
You ain't got to go into your
No,
situation.
fuck
Bro.
it. We there.
No,
I'm irritated.
I definitely don't
I'm
want to go into
irritated.
that situation.
No,
we ain't got to do that
no.
on here, bro.
We
I
started
don't even want to do it.
So
we
started. No, we started.
Bro,
I told you I had two ways to go.
stream.
My first thing is this. I had no problem with the gentleman that surround my son now, even if he's there, if he's not there. I had no problem. But when you were in my DMs, when you texted me dumb shit, that you texted me dumb shit, then no, I have no respect for you. You can't tell my son anything. Right. Especially the way you talk to me. That's how I'm supposed to respect you to talk to my son. Fuck no.
Well, you don't have a choice, man.
You said
you don't.
I don't, but I do. I have a choice of what I can and cannot do. I can sit here, be civilized about the situation, and go the way I'm supposed to, like I've been doing, or I could be a nigga about the situation.
It's falling on.
Because one thing, one thing about me, just like any of you gentlemen, you go hard about yours, just like we all do. I don't want no. I'm not the person to disrespect anybody first. Like I didn't, when I first met the gentleman that she was with, or my son's mother was with. Hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. Hey, it's nice to meet you. You know what I mean? If you have any issues with him, let me know. We can go from there. That was my first meeting him. This is what I told him. If he gets sideways or whatever else, hey, you know what I mean? Just hit me. You know what I mean? If the mom lets you do it, then by all means, it is what it is. I went home.
All right. Well, I didn't want to go. My bad for asking that question.
No, but I mean, it's not a bad question. It's like I said, I can answer it two different ways. Yeah. I can answer it the humble way that, you know what I mean, that it's supposed to go.
At the end of the day, it's situational.
Or what I'm going through.
It's situational, yeah. Like, it's situational based on your relationship with the person or whatever.
Exactly.
And if they, and have the right mindset and everything to even do that, period. But, yeah, I get it. We can end. Ali, you want to end us off, man?
We're doing the last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Okay. Acceptance from peers. So societal expectations, have that ever affected you in school or adult life?
So put it in a little.
No, it's just, this is a question because I'm like, studying my kids, right? And I'm studying a lot of people just asking, and I'm kind of comparing how I was in school and how they are in school now. And I'm just asking.
That's two totally different.
We touched on it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's way different, but it's were you ever longing for acceptance or, just to be like, cool or wanting a whole bunch of friends and all types of shit? Me personally, no. I always had the mindset of I'm whoever I'm cool. I'm cool with whoever I'm cool with. I'm not whoever I'm not.
Right,
it's not a big deal. That one point, like I said, where I sold on the Tommy Hilfiger shit, that was some lame shit, and I felt weird after that. But other than that, nah.
I had a regular T-shirt that said Tommy.
Yeah, like it's.
But I don't know if that's in the same. That shit, we try to figure it out at that point.
Right, yeah. But that's that goes into wanting to be accepted because people know you got Tommy on.
Oh, but you sold it on the shirt or the tag?
The tag.
Oh, okay. So you want to just in case you
that was deep rooted when you do the tag.
Right.
Like I remember with me, like we spoke on it earlier as well, just being black or dark skinned or just getting called that. And I honestly, me being called that, I didn't care about being accepted by everybody. I just got tired of everybody calling me black.
But I didn't have the swap meet clothes and all that in high school too. Like I wasn't the person that had all the J's and all that, but I was still cool with certain people.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? And nobody never said that. If they were saying something about me, they never said it to me.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know. But I was, I was cool. I wasn't really tripping on who I was, cool with. It was just going regular. But it seemed like now, or probably in the past recent, like 5-10 years, kids are like longing for friends, you know, and they want these relationships.
Social media might have a lot to do with that.
Definitely does. It definitely does. And I wonder if it would have been different with us if we had social media.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, I think the same for me. I didn't really. I kind of always. I didn't ever have a lot. I mean, I didn't have all the best things and everything like that. But I had a solid. I always had a solid crew of homies that we didn't. We formed our friendships and we were solid.
Right.
I've always been like that. I never wanted to. I never needed to be in the in crowd or nothing like that. I just needed solid people around me. And then when we had our friendships, we was cool. So you know. And then none of us was really followers like that. I mean, so I didn't really need or long to be in that crew. I already understood. Man, I was happy to be clean. But at a certain point, shit, we had it rough. I was going into dirty clothes and throw some clothes on. So once we got a little to where I was actually clean, that's all I cared about. But yeah, I think social media does play a bit because it's like everything is based on likes and everything like that. And then you create, and then it's like you see, that's why they try to take it away. You see how many friends these people know, and
Right.
you know what I mean. And then you establish friends on there, and and then even just at school, if you ain't in the popular crew, or you ain't hanging with this many people or whatever like that. But I think nowadays, man, I think sports is a good tool to use because it teaches your kids how to interact with people, how to be social amongst other people, and a lot of times
Or
you get a
groups
lot
at
of your,
school, period.
a lot of times groups, any kind of groups, You kind of gain some of your friendships from those groups
Right.
and stuff like that, as
You
opposed
do.
to just
You create bonds.
right.
Football.
So I think that's important for kids to put them in some kind of programs or some kind of groups going on, to where they ain't just there trying to fend for themselves and trying to create friendships and forcing the friendships and trying to do crazy things to be accepted, and you know, because that does happen, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
As an adult, hell no. All you niggas stay away from me.
Right. Right.
I don't need none of you niggas as friends. For real.
But again, I'll say also, man, just instilling that confidence in your kids, man. Letting them know that they special, they smart, they intelligent. You know, telling them you love them. Just kind of just feeding them, man.
Yeah,
Feeding
straight
them
up.
that so they have that, and they know I don't need nobody. Like I got my family. I don't need y'all. And that also helps with I don't need to be in no gang and stuff like that. I don't need to be in none of that shit. All my homies was solid. We was cool. I don't need. You know what I mean? I don't need all that. You know.
I think that's one of the things that deterred me from being in gangs, even though I never wanted to be in it. It was being in football. It was being in little clubs after school. It was shit. Even one time I did a whole semester in band. I just, you know what I mean, just to stay busy.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the more busier they are, they won't have that mindset of wanting to be from gangs, or you know what I mean. As long as they have like as long as most people have a group of friends, they will always feel they belong to something.
my son in band now.
Keep them busy, man. Keep them in something.
Band camp.
Soon as something in, find the next thing.
Baseball.
You know
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All that.
Baseball.
what I mean? Not as dope. Yeah, man. It's why you got LA tatted on you?
Seattle. last
Seattle.
name?
Yep. I've been in LA the longest, right?
You got Seattle tatted on you?
Freak no.
Gotcha.
I've been
You better not put that S on you.
I've been in LA shit ever since I was 15. I'm 43 now, so I mean,
So you from LA?
You got the
So
safe
tell
tattoo.
everybody from the
You
podcast.
got the safe tattoo. LA.
no. It was supposed to be I was supposed to do a whole bunch. It was supposed to be colored in. It was supposed to be the whole state of California with everybody hooded and watching everything else. But by the time she finished doing that, it hurt so bad. I said just leave LA there, and I didn't
That's
do nothing else
crazy.
to it.
You was like everybody hood.
Not hood like that, but
Tell everybody you from LA, man. Let's end it like that. Okay.
stop trying to peer pressure me, bro.
Nah, man, dope show, man. You know, that's episode 30, man. You know,
Yeah,
we
fun.
got into a lot of serious topics because I feel like it was that kind of tone. A lot of serious things happened. So, you know,
And I'll say this. If you watch podcasts, you can tell the difference. We're not going to never, ever be on no messy type shit. We're not going to ever get into a bunch of bullshit. We're just going to be talking real. So if that's what you're looking for, sorry for you.
right. We on the real shit.
I'm the angry one of the bunch when it comes to certain stuff. Well, with my kids.
Yeah, man. But other than that, man, we gave y'all a good show, man. I think we covered some good topics, touch on a lot of the things that's going on in the world. You know, a lot of the BS and the stuff that's our kids and society is offering. So, you know, good show, man.
You know what? I want to piggyback off that. I think that's one of the things that I love about the show is giving is just giving people the understanding of we just dads that care.
That's
You know what I mean? Dads who still try to figure it out. Dads who's have a platform to let everybody know. Because I was in a lift right the other day, and it was a gentleman. I was telling him about the podcast, and he was just sitting there like, "Hey, you know, I watched the podcast." He responded. I think he responded to the last podcast. You know, you guys are doing a great job or something like that. And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Because I get tired of these conventional podcasts that don't have anything personal." And I think that's one thing about us. Like you said, what it says on our syllabus, and I mean not syllabus. I apologize. On our statement on the YouTube page is we dads. We here. We love talking about real stuff about real people. And we are those real peoples. So you know what I mean. I understand. We're not talking about drama all the time. We're not talking about stuff that doesn't pertain to us.
No, we definitely gonna get into the current topics.
Yes,
but for the most part, you know, just real life shit.
We human beings, we regular human beings, regular dads, fathers, husbands.
We regular schmegglers.
And we gonna give it to y'all from that perspective.
Most definitely.
And it's our perspective. Not saying we right all the time, but this our perspective, and we gonna give it to you like that, man. Raw and uncut though, you know?
Yay.
But this episode 30, man, appreciate y'all. Man, like this video when y'all watch it. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already,
please do.
Share the page. We at 190, I believe. We want to get to 200.
We getting up there.
Please comment, because I like talking to everybody.
Right, in the live chat when it's dropping.
Yes.
And
200. Hey, I finally found out who Universal Mind was.
I know.
Shout out Lucky, man.
Yeah. He told me. He told me a long time ago.
Yeah.
I told him I wasn't gonna tell y'all though. He told me when we was doing a virtual podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he told me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I seen him. But yeah, man, episode 30, man. We out, y'all.
All right, boss.
Sure.